Warning! The following episode of Orsini's Uncensored Mind contains explicit language and adult content. The thoughts and opinions stated on this show are reflective of AJ Orsini, Deceive Dave, and their guests exclusively. Seriously, guys, my dad and uncle say some pretty crazy stuff. If it offends you, go be butthurt somewhere else.
Welcome to Orsini's Uncensored Minds, and now your host, AJ Orsini with Dave.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy AJ Orsini here with another edition of Orsini's Uncensored Mind, episode 365, because that's what we do here. We do wrestling 365 consecutive days in a row, and this will be no different as we are live tonight to do our OUM live conversation. And as per the usual, I am not alone. We're doing a live convo, and I can't do it without my main man here, the co-pilot of the show, who is apparently being lit by the power of the sun. He will be on the show with us as we do our SummerSlam live convo, as he is every single week. But what makes live convos so great is that it's not just me and Dave. We always try to bring in some other voices to come in and stir the pot. And of course, with SummerSlam being the WrestleMania of the summer, we had to call in the starting unit. We had to call in the aces, of course, the face that runs the to be seen place. We're talking Joe Duff. Oh, we have the power of the sun and the voice of God. This is a mythical. It's a
mythical episode.
Yeah.
Show.
And of course, our cleanup hitter, the man with what I can assume is the biggest bat in Jersey. It's Stephen James.
Hey, yeah.
He's
totally booming.
Yeah. All of my favorite people here. I know what you're thinking, AJ. Did you do an audio check before the show? I sure did. Did you do a light check? I sure did. And here we are. Let's get it going.
All right.
As we're here to talk about SummerSlam and the live combo. First and foremost, guys, how are we doing? Steve, I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. How's it hanging with you?
I've had my third trip to the park this week with a coffee and a newspaper. I'm what you would call fun employed right now.
Yeah,
if you guys are booking
employed.
or paying, under the table.
Yeah,
Little envelope.
Yeah,
Let's talk business.
He's an open-mindedpreneur. That's it. He's doing his thing here.
I swear I'm not a failure.
Far from it, my guy. Jesus. As a matter of fact, the reason why you're in that situation is because of a failure. But we'll leave that one alone. Joe, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I made it through the torrential downpour, scaled my way up the side of Fort Lee's mountain terraneous waves and rocks in order to make it here in my condo, nice and dry, ready to talk some
into
wrestling.
my condo where it's nice and dry.
Oh, yeah, it's delightful.
It's delightful. I said hello to the man that opens the door for me, and I said, hello, good man.
Constable.
Who has my Kelly on?
He's not even joking. I went to his house one time.
Oh,
and
that's
I went
right. You've been
downstairs.
here.
Yeah, I went downstairs to use the vending machine, and there was a guard by the vending machine.
Yeah,
just to make sure everybody's, everything is okay downstairs.
We
One
care about
Skittles
our
per
snacks.
person. One Skittles per person.
Hey, we adamant about our snacks.
Dave, we're doing SummerSlam today, but very, very soon we're back a Casa of Deception because it is a birthday celebration.
Ooh, happy birthday.
It is Sam's birthday.
Yeah.
The eldest of the femalings. Turning a bicentennial year. No,
The chosen one.
She kind of is.
Lady.
It's so funny because we have a sister, but predominantly it's been males in our family.
Lings are boys for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, it's all boys.
Every few generations, there's like one, or every generation.
Chosen one.
Yeah. So my sister got to rule unbothered by any territorial issues until he went and had a daughter, and now that she's been properly replaced, we'll be taking our sister out to the curb with the rest of the trash.
Oh,
Walking to the
Jesus
side
Christ.
and make way for a new
Fresh blood.
representative. Fresh air.
new challenger has emerged.
Yeah. Yeah, we tried taking her out years ago. We chopped fingers off and she fell down steps, but she kept coming back. She's a tough one, that cookie. So
Listen, man, she walked so this one could run. You know what I
there
mean?
you go. And this one runs. She's chock
Oh my
full of
God, her
energy.
fucking mouth, but I digress.
Whoa.
Oh man. So listen, guys, it is indeed SummerSlam season. And of course I called in my absolute best team so that we can talk about what is going to be just a very, if anything else, a unique weekend. Because before we get into the actual cards, which we will obviously get through, we're going to get through, there's 12 matches, 6 on each night. And there's going to be a lot of heated discussion here, I'm sure. There's going to be some conversations we are all laughing our asses about and probably disagreeing about. But before we get into any of this, I have not had a chance. I mean, Dave have spoken about it, but I haven't really had a chance to get more opinions on the show pertaining to the conversation about TKO's involvement. And the reason why I want to have that conversation before we start is because this might be, since WrestleMania, this might be the first major card that we've seen where the fan base has its eyes immediately glued to the idea that this was a very TKO involved heavy card or setup, or even the promotional material. I mean, down to the flyer, right? I mean, people have just, what's this AI slop bullshit that we're being fed? A lot of heavy hands, a lot of conversation. So I want to have that conversation before we get into the actual card. Let's dive into that for just a second. Me and Dave have had an opportunity to talk a little bit about TKO's involvement. Steve, I wanted to ask you, as somebody who has had their finger on the corporate pulse as of late when it comes to involvement from above, how does, despite what we may think as fans, as an employee in that situation, if you're the wrestler, that's it, you're the talent. Your job is just the talent. You've got 1 boss, 2 boss, 3 boss, 4, 5 boss, 6 boss, 7 boss more. How does that affect you and your psyche as a person who is supposed to be in a creative space and perform?
Honestly, I would think that the wrestler would probably have the easiest job of all, because there are certain parameters that are consistent across the board. They know what to do, how to get the crowd to react. Once they're inside the 20 by 20, that's their home. They know what they're doing. It's all the bullshit before that they have to deal with. It's all the, hey, we need you to do this, we need you to do that, which was always there before, but the conflicting things like, hey, we're going to take this TV time to put a boxer from Zuffa on here. We're going to pinch little pieces of TV away to add to these other things. And by the way, has nobody called out TKO for choosing the palatial summer location of Minnesota?
I said it in the promotional. I did a promo at my father-in-law's house, and I was in a pool, and I was doing beach-like, pool-like activities, and I said, I don't know what the summer's like in Minneapolis, but it's going great over here, so no, I'm probably not all that great. I went to go find promotional material for us. I got in the background right now as it is, and I went to get footage of the building, and the building was covered in snow.
Snow.
So I don't know. Yeah, no, you got a
Most-
great point. This is
And
sick.
most of the TKO stuff is more infrastructure based, I feel like. We're now sort of seeing where they moved away from sort of the cookie cutter, like production had been stuck for years in one way of doing things like Kevin Dunn. It had been stuck. Lee
Yeah.
Fitting comes in. The show kind of looks different every week. It has a little bit of these things, these nuances. Now it's starting to congeal back into this format of like, all right, we're going to see somebody pull up in a car. We're going to see somebody do the long walk from the back all the way through, which, mind you, I love that shot. But again, it's becoming formulaic more and more because they're going for efficiency over effect. And that's what I think the TKO thing is they're going for efficiency over effect. And that's what we're getting. It's kind of a subdued, it's a low hum product.
Low hum. That's a pretty good way to put it. And Dave, you and I sat in the audience for WrestleMania 40, which was supposed to be, and it was announced as the beginning of the Paul Levesque era. And we sat on this podcast. If you go back to the live combo we had for that WrestleMania, super excited about so many things that were happening on that WrestleMania card. And I just remember us repeatedly saying over and over, man, it's been a long time since I've felt like this. Do you feel like, since you've been consistently watching now since then, do you feel like that's is that because now TKO, because TKO just kind of got on board with WWE around that time, so they're just kind of like letting it fly. It's like, yeah, you guys are doing your own thing. Now we're 2 years in. They're like, well, now that we know how this goes, are you thinking that we haven't been able to recapture that feeling because of lack of creative, or because the TKO influence is now dampening that creative?
No, actually, there for a second, I was trying to figure out what you were asking me. Like,
Yeah.
so you're saying so we're assuming that you're saying that the product is bad because of TKO. Is that what we're asking?
Not necessarily bad, but it doesn't have. We were super excited about
40
that
was
WrestleMania.
special. 40
Yeah.
was special.
But that's
a year or two after that was special.
That's the cusp of my question to you. Was it that unique an event, or have we been blocked? Have we been hindered into having events like that since because of TKO's involvement?
Well, I think part of the problem is probably that we're tying that event 40 to Triple H in general. I mean, if we remember correctly, that didn't go what was written on paper. It ended up rerouting, and that's because of the wrestlers. So I think they have to. I might even make mention to some of this a little bit later, because even with the bloodline stuff, I know some people are tired of the bloodline, but unfortunately, it works. It does. I find it entertaining. It's fun to watch. I think it has more to do with the actual wrestlers and they can deliver. I've found myself the past few Raws tapping out mid-Raw because of some of the promos. Like, I had to choose between watching it and being bored with the promos and going to bed, and I would choose going to bed. So I had to do a little bit of catching myself. But my point is, I don't think it really has anything to do with. I'm not as well seasoned as you guys, so I'm gonna say it doesn't feel like it has anything to do with TKO or anything to do with Triple H. I think it has to do with the talent, and if they can deliver, which they showed they could at WrestleMania 40, then we can get those special moments again. But I mean, if you're watching this stuff like I am, and maybe I'm just seeing it different, some of these promos, these stutters, these people who are gassed, they can't breathe, they're trying to deliver a punchline and they're like stuttering. It takes me out of it, and I don't think that has anything to do with booking. So I don't know.
It does have to do with them eliminating house shows. I stand by that.
With practice, and yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, for sure. I
I
didn't
don't
know
know
that.
how the house shows affect promos, but
Just reps, getting people in front of crowds, getting more comfortable.
Just conditioning. Most of my problem with a lot of these guys, they're gassed. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Like, gassed.
Like me walking in the park.
in the summer with your pea coat.
Oh yes.
That's
Can
key.
I throw, before I go to Joe, just to jump on what you just mentioned there. Can I throw an idea out to the audience now, just as a thought process? Maybe, just maybe, the talent WWE just naturally can't cut a promo, because I see it on the independent level. A lot of people with great looks, they're in shape, they can perform their ass off, but when this little red light comes on, everything in here goes dark. They don't know. I have met an abundance of people who will cut crazy promos in the locker room, on people, in front of people, have everybody laughing, have everybody invested. Can't do it in the ring and can't do it in front of a camera. I look at a lot of WWE talent as top tier athletes, phenomenal in ring, gifted on their looks and the way that they appear and their presence. Can't cut a fucking promo. It's just they can't get on a microphone and talk in a way that engages people naturally. To your point, I don't think that's the booking's fault.
Even Punk fucked up. Even Punk fucked up a punchline not too long ago with Cody.
Well, I expect that to happen more, because I mean, how much longer can he fucking
I'm just saying, but the top can't do it. You can't expect the bottom to do it.
I 100% expect the bottom to do it, because Punk,
a lot of tops and bottom conversation going on. Hey-o.
Punk at one point was on the bottom. It's always the guys on top were always staying sharp because they were afraid to lose their spot to the guys on the bottom. Now that everybody's spot is guaranteed, they're not worried about that. There's guys that are underneath. LA Knight cuts a great promo. He's not getting the opportunity. I've tapped out. It's done.
It's probably one of the best promos, if not the best promo.
Well, when it's not in big moments, because if you remember, this was a couple months ago. He was in a big spot again, and he flubbed his words. He was in that same position. Every time he's put in a position to succeed, he just has terrible timing with that.
Yeah. I could also say that the flubbing on the top rope has hurt him twice now in the past as well, on 2 occasions. But Joe, as a marketing genius, as an individual that knows a thing or two about branding,
let me tell you, when we started 2BC, and let me just remind you of my lighted Captain's Quadrant every Friday at 9 p.m. EST.
You give this man an inch and he pulls out a yard in his pants.
You know it, baby.
Let me ask you this question, as somebody who actually, because you not only do you divulge into this type of business, it's a passion of yours. You're always moving in this direction. You're always like you're one of those guys that just really gets into the business aspect of things. So the question that I have for you as it relates to TKO is exactly that. Branding thing, a marketing thing. Is it, for years we booed Vince McMahon, we booed Shane McMahon, we booed the establishment because they were quote unquote playing the evil heels.
Mm-hmm.
TKO is not playing a character of any kind. They're just Mark Shapiro and the boys, right? It's just the TKO group. Is this as far as the PR of this, is this a good idea for TKO to be this verbal, this loud, and have this much negativity attached to its name?
I mean, no, all press is good press, good or bad. You know, I'm reminded of a time. Well, we're going to get back to that right after these commercial questions, just like in the last WrestleMania. Like I said, no press is bad press. Anytime you get in front of somewhere or someone, it's good, and it helps get the brand awareness out. I don't know. Do they own the slap you guys were talking about on your last podcast? The
power slap?
Do they own that too?
It might be under the umbrella, considering it's a Dana White thing. I'm not entirely sure if it's tied, because I think the TKO is a subsidiary of Endeavor, which the TKO umbrella was supposed to fold over WWE and UFC. Where Power Slap falls into that, I'm not entirely sure. Through the course of this, I will research it though, just to validate. But where are you going with Power Slap?
I'm going with Power Slap because the marketing strategy that I find very impressive for something that I've never heard of until I went on the internet, and all of a sudden these motherfuckers, this dude it was like a mixture of Heihachi Nishima and Paul and Eddie all in one body, slap the bejesus out of somebody, and it's just everywhere on my feed. And I think that marketing strategy of these little clips that just pushed out through social media is one of great success. And I think I think that strategy is engaging the young folks. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anyway, engaging the young folks as your catalyst works, and I think that the kind of pulling away from the PG-13 era and just kind of getting into like a mid-teen range. I don't know what the generation that's running around is called. I'm not a generationalist, but I will say that marketing strategy of getting this very loud, though minority on the internet, that it just kind of overwhelms the rest of the internet and becomes the majority, is a very wise move, because 9 times out of 10, when you're on, well, for me, when I'm on the bus coming into work, I'm watching somebody on their phone when I got to stand because they built too many apartments and I've got lack of seats because there's too many people in where I live. But everybody's on their phone, and if they're not researching something for work, they're looking at random stuff, and happens to be a lot of wrestling, especially Danhausen. He's huge here in North Jersey, and I think that works.
He's huge everywhere. What do you say to the comment that I made on the show a few weeks ago, where I said that I'm starting to feel like some companies are specifically looking for the negativity in terms of like YouTube comments or the way that chat groups, if they even have that anymore, forums, Reddits, are all
Reds, yeah.
As soon as a movie trailer comes out, it's just bombarded with just negativity.
Oh yeah.
And then you go to another video that's more positively seen, several thousand comments and interactions less than the one that had the negative comments. So I start to feel after a while like they're kind of looking for it at this point, or at the very least, some of them are even trying to.
No, but some, without trying to get a deep dive into the algorithms, that's pushed by. Let's just use YouTube as an example. Like, they're more likely to push the negative than they are the nice. So I don't think it's necessary that more people like negative. I just think more people are being fed negative. But,
correct.
Right, but they're pushing it because it works. They wouldn't
It's
push
the
it
engagement.
It accesses
the
more
engagement.
in your face. Yeah,
it
yeah.
accesses happy people. Don't say shit. They just remain happy.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're not
too
targeting
happy
them.
to stay
They're
happy.
just like, oh, this was cool. I watched this thing. This was great. I'm gonna go, drink a beer and walk through the park again. But angry people, they're like, I gotta send a letter.
Yeah, exactly.
I still send letters.
Quiet down,
I
Steve.
gotta start
Yelp.
rage baiting people on my stuff, man. I think that's the secret.
it, dude. That's the secret sauce. Just rage bait. That's
Rage bait.
Flip farm and rage bait. Those are the 2 words that I've learned recently.
So when I'm not kicking grandparents down the steps, I'd like to let people know that I am an asshole, and you should continue to support the show because of my assholeness. I really wanted to get.
I just scammed your mom out of 50 grand. Be sure to
the
text
thumbnail
me
of the
back.
video. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Nah. So really quickly, I just got your message, Steve, and I was about to mention it here too, that the Power Slap organization is not officially under the TKO umbrella. It's actually owned by multiple owners, obviously Dana White being a figurehead, the Fertitta brothers, a couple of minority shareholders. There's a couple of different hands in the pot, but it's not under the TKO umbrella, which is smart by Dana. When you think about it, you don't want to put all your eggs in the goddamn Endeavor basket. That's a smart move. As crazy as the product is, it is making some goddamn noise. So, but that is the business side of things. It is now time to lean into our entertainment side of things. That, of course, is that this weekend,
SummerSlam.
2 nights, it's going to be SummerSlam 2026. We've got 6 matches on each night. And one of my good buddies messaged me while I was at Citi Field because, of course, why not? I'm trying to enjoy my Mets get their ass kicked for the 100th time this season.
God damn it, Mets.
And my son was pissed because we went Saturday and they lost. And then the next day they beat the shit out of the Dodgers. And my son was like, "What the hell? What happened?
Couldn't have waited."
Where was that energy the night before?" But he messaged me that there was, I think it was Jonathan Coachman who had made a comment recently about the fact that he hates the 2-night format. That he feels like you would get more bang for your buck, a better, stronger card, more people in the building if you had just the one night. I don't necessarily agree with that. I have my picadillos about that. Where do you guys stand? Dave, where do you stand on whether or not it should go back to one night?
I don't know. I kind of like the 2-night format. A little bit, it's a little bit here, a little bit there, something more to look forward to. You're able to, have more opportunity. I'm always about more opportunity on cards rather than if it's one card, I already know 3 or 4 of the stars that are going to be on that card. And there's no room for anybody else. So I would rather have more room for people. And I don't know, on the weekend, got nothing to do, wrestling both nights. I don't see a fucking problem with it. I don't see a problem with it at all. It's more opportunity.
And it's not the pay-per-view era anymore where you're paying $60, $50 per night. You're only paying whatever the subscription price is there. I'm all for it.
Listen,
except the Royal Rumble. No Royal Rumble.
If we live in a world where AEW can do an 8-hour show, I'll take 2 nights of wrestling. Separate that shit. Let me take a break. Let me go.
It's so hilarious that you just mentioned that. If AEW did split it up and give them a 6 and 6 like this was, I'd probably watch it more. I don't have the stamina anymore to sit here I'm an old man now. Once the wrestling show starts, this is as a person, by the way, who works on wrestling shows. If I'm at the wrestling show and it's 11 o'clock at night, I am angry. And so is everyone else in the building. I don't know why that's not a logical thing for people to understand. But yeah, I personally love the splitting up. I didn't at first. I'll be honest. I'm a traditionalist. I didn't like it at first, but I'm kind of getting the hang of it. And I don't even agree. Now, I do agree, but I wouldn't rule it out, Steve, because they do have 2 Royal Rumble matches.
I know.
And I wouldn't want it.
I don't want
it. I'm not for it, but it started with Mania. Here goes SummerSlam. Survivor Series already has 2 War Games matches. February has 2 Royal Rumble matches. The writing's kind of on the wall. They're just easing, they're astrogliding all of these ideas into this, and it's at some point we had when in Rome.
I'm not gonna hold you for the Royal Rumble though. That again, it goes right back to what I said, more opportunity because the Royal Rumble has 2 long ass matches on it. You get nothing else, and that I know that's kind of like what we're used to and everything.
60 people in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it still works for me because you still get to see everybody.
Yeah,
you can still have 1 or 2 marquee matches in between that still work, and then you make it still be that spectacle instead of War Games, which is like every year now instead of every 5 years or revolving around an issue that's important. But
this was the reason why I was against. This is the reason why I was against people trying to pitch World War III to come into WWE. With the 3 rings and the 20 guys in each. Oh my God!
We don't need those shit.
So convoluted. We don't need all that. Jesus Christ! They're gonna be signing security guards.
You're gonna be signing RoboCop.
Oh well, time tested.
Wow, that's a throwback.
Are you drinking out of a golden chalice of some kind?
Oh yes, we don't do red solo cups around these parts. We keep it golden, pony boy.
That's for the basic bitches. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's my condo.
Well said.
We see where his financial priorities are. There you go, right there. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the process of getting into these matches. Now, before we get into the matches, I'd like to spend a quick second sending a special shout out. There is a guy on YouTube. His name is, well, I don't know his actual name. I know that his user, whatever.
Finn8127.
Yeah. Is
Transformers.
Where did it go? Oh, I need to do it here. Apparently, here we go.
Do it.
Oh wow! Sorry. I will pause it. Sorry, I didn't realize it was going to be that loud. That YouTube channel right there, I pronounced it Bevlock. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. This guy does daily wrestling content. He's a super cool dude. He's got a lot of great stuff on his channel. He takes the time to put together a lot of the match cards, and he's big on hype. Big on hype. Loves promoting the shows despite not being on them himself. He's a fan. He's a huge dude. And I'm borrowing some of his content here today. So I wanted to shout him out real quick and let everybody know that's the channel right there, including the QR code to check out his stuff. We have permission to use it. I just want to make sure that everyone knows that we got it from him, and that's where you can find that guy and all his cool stuff. So just want to put that out there. Don't want anybody that could be on the show that supported the show would not get any credit for it. So I'm just putting that out there.
We here at AJ Orsini's Uncensored Mind Network appreciate you, and Joe Dove from Founder Voice and 2BC. We also appreciate,
and Stephen James from the Park.
If you need to hire, go get Steve.
So let's get into this, guys. Let's get into night one. I should have lowered that down. Night one.
What?
It's night one. There's just a heads up, guys. There's also a night two banner that I apparently forgot to edit. All the other ones are edited though, so don't worry. But we're gonna get into night one, and there's no other way to get into this than to go right into the matches. And I don't know the order of the matches. I'm just assuming this is all randomized. Obviously, the two main event matches are what I think will be the main event matches. Just giving you guys the heads up on that. So let's get into our first match tonight. One. We got funky.
Boxing on that.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Might have been Bevlock.
Bevlock, man.
No, there was a litany of free songs available to me through YouTube, and I thought that was hilarious. So we're going now? So it's a YouTube safe song.
With the guy beatbox throat singing. All right, let's go.
I think I'm getting ready to fight on the Arrakis.
Well, speaking of fight, we're going to be seeing a 6-man tag team match at SummerSlam on night one. For the record, on the same night, we're also getting a 6-woman tag in the same night.
Yeah, lots of multi-tag.
We'll get into the logic of that a little later, because at first I was like, what the hell? But then I realized there's another multi-woman match on the card that's taking place on night 2. So let's just go with what we've got, boys. And we're talking about the 6-man tag. Jimmy and Jay Uso and Jacob Fatu, the Bloodline, will take on the makeshift team of LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. And I want to go back to Dave for just a second, because you hit it right on the goddamn head, son. You said it. I want to second it. I was a little pissed when they brought the Bloodline back, if for no other reason, because they just did it. No, he wins the championship. He goes the next night on Raw to Roman Reigns, I'm referring to, wins the championship at WrestleMania. He goes to Monday Night Raw the next night to celebrate his win. The Usos just happen to be standing next to Gorilla, and he goes, "You guys want to come out with me?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And they go out. They cut a 5-minute promo. The ones go up. The Bloodline's back. And I thought it was... But...
You bugging. That was fucking dope.
It was dope to see them just walk through the curtain.
Yes. You say it sarcastically. I'm going to stand on my
I say it
that was
fire.
That was so good. Go ahead.
No, I'm just setting the scene here. So they put the ones up. We're back to being the Bloodline, and it's just the 3, which that part I did like. We don't need to NWO this bitch again, right? But then a familiar situation arises. There's an Uso with an axe to grind. He wants the tribal chief. He wants what the tribal chief has. Jacob Fatu enters the picture. We get a feud out of them, 2 matches, one of them a no disqualification match, and he has to acknowledge Roman and then willingly becomes a member of the group. It is now on the high rise. That sounds familiar. It's almost as if that's the same exact thing they did for main event Jey Uso, if I'm not mistaken. Exact same formula. And guess what? Just like Dave said, in my opinion, this shit just works. This shit just works. If anything, I kind of feel like the original plan. Up until they found out they could, at the time, they felt they couldn't get Jacob for legal reasons. They kind of put Solo into that position, but I feel like this was the plan all along, that this was the 4 they really wanted. They just found a long and confusing way to get there. But we got here. And now we've got the bloodline. We've got Jimmy and Jey Uso against Jacob Fatu. Joe, on the other side of the fence, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. Talk me off a ledge.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you why this works.
No. Talk me off a ledge about LA Knight.
About LA Knight.
Because here we are again.
Yeah.
WrestleMania, 6-man tag.
Uh-huh.
The Usos and LA Knight together as a team.
Yeah.
SummerSlam 4 months later. 6-man tag, not on the same team.
Yeah.
Talk me off a ledge. Do they give a shit about LA Knight or not?
So I think he sells merch. He sells merch.
Answered.
Right?
Asked and answered.
It was the head scratch for me. Well, you know.
It's LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, murder is bad, and when you murder a career,
oh, there it is. Segue.
Yeah, I just think that, you know, they don't want to do it. They don't want to pull the trigger. They don't want to give him his chance. They're going to let him fester in that fabulous realm of and man, you know, it would have been like if, you know, how many wrestlers can you go back in time and go, man, you know what would have been like if the so-and-so got to this point? I can name 250. And LA Knight is one of those 250 folks that I would recommend in that list. Unfortunately, you know,
is it going to be in that conversation that we always have as wrestling fans? Those great talents that never became
Jake
world
the Snake. Yep.
Jake the Snake, Roddy Piper, you know, yeah. I think he's yeah.
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 Get to the other side of the fence. Steve, talk me off a ledge. Do they just not give a shit about Jey Uso anymore?
Oh, look, as long as he's selling T-shirts, he could be wherever the hell he needs to be. He does his little yeet stuff, and the fans are still into it. I think that he had his moment and his cap where he is. This is sort of Jacob's time, to your point, to be Jey and be the next guy to ascend. Jay's kind of a made man where he doesn't need to, it doesn't need too much to start him back up in that area. Like next week, if you had him challenge CM Punk for something, people will go, all right, it's fine. So I'm not too worried about that, because as long as he still sells merchandise, as long as the crowd is still, you know, responding with the yeet stuff, as long as he keeps making them money, it's all they care about.
Exactly.
Dave, talk me off a ledge. Talk me off this ledge. Is as awesome as it looks, is this the position Jacob Fatu should be in right now?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna piss you off more. I hope by the end of this we see a solo join the group too.
Not gonna get pissed. He's making a lot of waves right now. He's making a lot of waves right now.
Two people. I've always been a Jimmy guy, but he's always been in and out. Pause. Yeah. By the way.
Get well soon, Jimmy. Naomi.
In and out. But I feel like he would have been in a certain place too had he stuck around that whole ride, and he, for whatever reason, he couldn't. And then we had Solo. I feel bad for Solo because he came in towards the end, knocking it out of the park, fucking phenomenal. And then for whatever fucking, I don't know who decided this, after the biggest blowout we had, they didn't put it on his shoulders to continue it. And I don't think that was fair at all. I don't think he was ready for that at all, especially with the crew that he had. It wasn't the same. He wasn't ready for that. Put this group back together, get Solo back in there, run this for a little bit. Jacob is killing it. Like, I want more of it. So I don't know how much of the ledge off I'm talking you, but I want more of this. I want this to end with Solo joining up with them in some way so that we can get that group back together and all of them get that time that I think they should. But this is I love
talk me off the ledge. You just drop kicked me in my back and watched as I cascaded down several flights to the goddamn cement ground. You want more Solo?
No, I want more Bloodline. I am not a Bloodline hater. I like the when Roman's on the screen, when Jimmy J, when Jacob, I'm locked in.
Dave.
Except for when Jay is like running the show. Then he's been killing me lately. I don't like listening to him breathe. But other than that, when the Bloodline is on the screen, I'm usually locked in. And that's
I am with you 100p. I'm loving it. I want to see it become the Godfather movies where nobody can be trusted. I want drama. I want intrigue. I want story. I don't just want wrestling for wrestling's sake. I love the fact that you're a fighting champion, but if I see that for 9 more months, I'm going to blow my head off in GTA.
in GTA. Listen, man, I love Tom Brady. I liked him when he got hot. I liked him when people hated him because he won too much. And I liked him when he retired. I'm not a person that hates greatness. I love greatness. And we talked for years about Roman and how we couldn't see anybody beating him. And there was no way who the hell's going to drop the belt to. When he does drop it, the gimmick is dead. There's no way he'll be able to continue it after that. And he proved every single fucking thing we said wrong, and now is doing it again with more people. They can do this as many times as they want. I'm good with it.
All right, Jedi is back in the chat. Also, Jay was talking about not being part of the Bloodline anymore, and then just joins ? Yeah, they had a little bit of that in the beginning. Remember, they were like, I think they did a few segments where like Roman kind of lost himself, and Jay was like, "Yo, that's the last time you gonna talk to me like that." Like they kind of had a little bit of a bumpy moment there.
Yeah, like Roman would be in the ring, and then like Jay would be.
You got to think about it.
They were also leaning into Jay becoming more Roman-esque.
Yeah.
And then they pulled away from that. That's why I think that worked in the beginning, because he started becoming more Roman-esque and doing the things that Roman said he wasn't going to do anymore, but they kind of shied away from going full bore on that. So I understand where it got a little muddied.
It seemed like they were trying to put him right as the right hand, like the right hand man, and after a few shows, dropped it completely. And I believe it, because it was the past few shows he's been on. I'm like, dude, get the mic off of this fucking guy, please. So,
Kenneth Jarrett Singleton. He named his at right here. That's the full
Watch
government name right there.
Esquire
committed 2 great sins: getting over on his own and not kissing Triple H's ass.
Ooh.
I'll agree to the first. I can't rule out the second. I don't know what that relationship really is, because I'm going to be honest with you. If they really were not, there's something preventing that trigger being pulled. I don't know if it's a lack of interest, because if they really didn't like this guy, right? Because another name comes to mind when that happens, and that's Zack Ryder, right? When that happened to Zack Ryder, they flamed his fucking ass. He wasn't anywhere near as soon as he got close to the top, they set that back decades, right? He's still in the mix of some kind. He still gets the promo time. He still gets the main event matches on Raw, and he still gets high-profile situations. Yes, this is a 6-man tag, but this is a very heavily promoted match. It's not like he's being buried in the traditional sense. He's at that line, and he just seems to just keep hovering there. So I don't know, and I'm not saying he is a kiss ass. What I'm saying is I don't know what that relationship really is. Because if Triple H really was the guy who didn't want this to move forward, I don't think he wouldn't be on TV.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be using him. He wouldn't be in this situation. There's got to be someone's pushing for him, and it has to be someone with enough clout so that he's still in the picture.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I wonder if he's one of the very few truly built underdogs. Like you can just continue to beat the shit out of him, and you have a payout for him. I mean, who else has taken as many L's as this guy?
Sammy.
When
and they just did the thing
Listen
with
to
him.
Listen to me.
Yeah,
You
he
don't
got
say-
9-day championship.
You don't say that name on this fucking podcast.
Sorry, Samuel.
No, but
You have some respect for the former WWE champion.
on that topic too. Yeah. Anyway, listen. He is very few true underdogs with the way his record looks, who he's been beaten by. Dude can't seem to get a win. You just keep doing it until you don't, and then it's a cool story because he's rising up. So we'll see what happens.
Steve, in the 6-man tag, who takes the win?
Oh, absolutely. The Bloodline takes the win. I think I'm with Dave, where I think that the Solo Sikoa situation happens. They pull the trigger there. LA Knight, and to Dave's point, where he could wind up at that level at some point potentially, this adds another, like, man, how stupid am I again? Like, have LA Knight go inward, like, okay, it's not any of these other people holding me down. Like, I can't make excuses anymore. That one's on me because I should have known better. This is 3, almost 4 years of this happening to him specifically. At some point, he's got to turn it inward. So there you go.
Yeah,
Joe,
like it.
who wins the match, Joe?
For sure, the Bloodline's going to win. I just feel like they're going to just continue the Basura Express that is LA Knight's future. And this is the way to kind of signify the final coffin.
Jesus. Dave, I'm assuming you're going Bloodline. I don't even think.
Listen, it's funny we're saying that because the past few nights, I feel like LA Knight has been pretty sharp. Like, he's been pretty good. The dude, I don't know, he's been working out too. Dude's huge. Like, I feel like he's about to get a win here, but I think it's going to be a loss, and I hope it is because, again, I'm rooting for Solo to end up back on the Bloodline, and it would definitely make sense with the Bloodline winning, and then maybe later on we'll talk about that, what I kind of hope happens, but we'll see.
If Solo was ever going to join the Bloodline, this is the moment here to make that
100%.
turn, especially since there's a lot of positivity attached to his name right now. A lot of fans are looking at, so there's fan cams of him doing weird shit. The camera's not even on him, and he's stretching, and he's doing this weird shit.
You know what? To your point, you said a really long time ago when I think he was trying to pilot his Bloodline, that you notice that you feel like real Solo is like goofy Solo, and he really never really gets the chance to do it. And now that he really doesn't have anybody behind him, he's kind of like showing his own, like, being able, no pun intended, fly solo. Actually, it was 100% intended.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't heard the new catchphrase, Mr. Solo Dolo Sikoa. He's Solo Dolo. All right,
We could all agree that Royce Keys is eating that pin, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but
He looked okay so far, though. He looked okay.
oh no,
Yeah.
that's just his position within that.
Oh,
match.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Pin bitch.
It's
for sure.
literally why he's there, but that's
Yeah.
okay. That's all right. Nothing wrong with it. High profile
Nothing
match,
wrong with it.
SummerSlam.
Listen, that Cassius, brother. I don't know. I got no
Not
problem.
a bad spot for Powerhouse, baby.
Mm-mm.
There you
Not
go.
a bad spot. We're on to the next one.
All right, we're definitely gonna be the part segment of this is ripping apart the song. Was that Michael Jackson backwards? Like in reverse? Was that Michael Jackson?
That was related.
That's part of the show now. For every match, we're gonna figure out where the rip is.
Oh,
The
man.
rip
Now here's the thing.
I don't know, I fucks with it. I like that.
That's the same song. That's the same song as the first song.
Has the
But
beatbox?
What I did was I took two samples. I took the first part, which was the instrumental part, and that's the hook. So we're gonna be hearing that back and forth. Yeah. So you'll get your chance.
It's the ultimate thrill ride.
I know I'm enjoying it so far. So that's what that is. But we're here to talk about not satanic Michael Jackson songs, but we're here to talk about the WWE World's Women's Championship. Liv Morgan defending the championship against this year's Queen of the Ring, Io Sky. This match will probably have no business being as consistent as it is. However, I would like to throw out there for the viewers at home, I still stand in solidarity of my anti-Liv Morgan position. I don't care. I don't like Liv Morgan at all.
What about her song?
Shit,
Stop it.
The song made it worse.
That song was fucking awful, man.
That song made it worse.
Oof.
And I cannot tell. There's a for everybody online complaining, she hasn't defended the title at all since she won it at WrestleMania. Thank God. Good Lord above. Because that's not her strength. She's not the champion because she's this immaculate Lou Thez type wrestler. She's got a fucking mouth on her. Okay? That's it.
What that mouth do?
She has it and makes them money, and that's why she's on there.
That's what it does.
Yabbity
Yaps.
She has mastered the art on being one of those annoying little twits that always find their way into your group somehow. You always have that group of dudes that has that. There's that one guy who found the one dimwit over by the goddamn Waffle House. And this is my new girlfriend, Liv, and then she just comes in and she's hi, and she's just the most annoying fucking thing on the planet. And you want to support your boy. He's got to get his rocks off like everybody else. But god damn it, does she need to talk and be around us all the time? That is Liv Morgan to me. Okay. She got through the program with Rhea Ripley. Awesome. Name me another program that she's had where it has even come close to the business that she did with Rhea Ripley. And if you want to make it even more difficult, give me one that she led that actually did a little piece of business.
I liked her and Stephanie Vicaire. I thought that was a good piece of business for as limited as it was.
Whatever happened to Stephanie Vicaire?
Was it Liv? Or was it, as we call it in the Spanish community, the cocotazo she had on the top of her fucking head with those coconuts colliding, and all of a sudden now she's got this visual look that goes, I'm gonna fucking make your life a living hell now.
But how'd she get there? She called her mother a dog. They were going at it. She yapped until she put her face in another woman's face and smashed her. So and
then the match was.
I was there.
Exactly.
And then the bell rang. And then the bell rang.
That's her strength. She could talk him into the fucking building.
Yeah.
I will give the devil her due. She's found the mix that she's gotten over with. She's the perfect female heel right now. No one on the women's division gets more heat than Liv Morgan. There it is. That's my compliment of the day. But as far as everything fucking else, I can't fucking tolerate it at all whatsoever. On the flip, I'd like to ask you guys now, on the flip, Io Sky, is she that nice or is she overrated at this point?
She's awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
Athleticism.
She is the reverse Liv.
Yeah.
In the ring, pretty good.
Yeah.
But outside of the ring, I could care less. I get it. Once they started letting Io and presenting her cutting promos in her own language, that helped a lot. but it's still not enough because the stuff coming out of her mouth is so saccharine, so like boring. I feel like she would be a better heel than a baby face, but that's just me. It's just very limited. I don't care about her outside of the ring. Oh, you do this thing. All right, cool. Thanks for those 3 seconds. Move on.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Am I right?
Yeah, inside the ring again. Phenomenal, but
it's hard to mimic an EO Sky promo without sounding like a racist.
That's true.
I'm Chinese. I'm Asian. But if I sat here right now and spoke like EO Sky, if I said, you are great wrestler. I am the genius of Sky. Okay? If I was to do that in front of a camera, everyone would look at me like, God, what the hell's up with the I don't know what the Asian version of a coon is, but it was a lot like that.
There's a camera on.
Yeah, there's a camera on. Yeah. And I hope everyone sees that when she talks with the bar of soap in her fucking mouth the entire time. Okay. That's exactly the kind of promo that we're talking about.
No. I'm gonna listen. I'll let you try to get your shit up. I'm gonna stop you right here because I got fucking killed for this comment a few years ago where EO is good, but she is a bad champion because she can't talk in a business that's all about fucking talking. And I got killed for it online constantly. Well, guess what? We're reversing that bitch today because I am an EO fucking fan. You got me fucked up. Listen, it's gotten better. She's always been good in the ring. She has gotten better. Her showmanship is better. Her move clean. She's safe. On the mic, she's also learned to actually say something, but like keep it short. She's not doing anything fancy. She's getting from point A to point B and getting the fuck off the screen. But what she does in the ring makes up for it. I think her, to the point that we're talking about right now, this is the EO I want to see hold the belt. My biggest problem was she had won the belt that first time when she was with the fucking group. I forget what their
Damage Control.
Thank you. Damage Control. When she won the belt there, one of my biggest gripes for her is when she had the belt, the other two were more present than she was. She was not a presence at all. She was not a factor in anything that was happening. This is a different EO Sky. So yes, I will still say her talking is shit, but the package, excuse me, that she has today is way better to be a champion than it was back then. So y'all gonna still like her for her wrestling. Fuck that. Y'all was saying all that shit before. Y'all, not you, James. I don't think you were here for that one. I'm not sure.
No, I supported you when you brought it up the last time. You were like, I'm not doing this shit.
At the time, she was a terrible choice for a champion.
It also didn't help. Yes. It also didn't help that when she was in the midst of that run, she was next to Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
Who also have an issue with the translation and the pronunciation and stuff like that. So it is what it is. If I was to go to Japan and all of a sudden just do all my promos in fucking English, I didn't think there'd be too many people who were fans of me either. It's a cultural thing. I'm not saying she's a terrible human being. I'm not saying she's not a good performer. I'm saying Liv's not. I'm not saying that EO is. It's not saying EO's not. So, like, if I'm booking, if I'm running a company, I would want a Neo Sky. I think everybody should want a Neo Sky. But that leads to the question of what you just said a second ago. You didn't like the first run. You're kind of excited about the idea of the second run because of the vast improvements that she's made. Is that the right call, though? Because, and we're going to get into our picks in a second, but as much shit as I give Liv, she does have a ton of massive heat. In comparison to Liv's heat, is there enough momentum behind EO Sky right now to pull the trigger? They did it at the King of the Ring tournament, but that was to set this matchup. Now this is the real deal. Now we're going to make the business decision. Who's going to be the world's women's champion moving forward? In comparison, Joe, is there enough heat on Liv to retain, or is there more momentum on the babyface side of EO to change the title?
I'm going to give you a third option.
Okay.
I'm going to give you there is so much of just change it that we don't care is the option. If there's a oh, EO got hurt. All of a sudden, Hulk Hogan comes in for a hot tag.
Yeah.
We'll take it because we are sick of, like Hulk Hogan did when Bret Hart lost, and then when he came in and took over, beat Yokozuna. That's where we're at. It's just I don't give a fuck who takes that belt. Just get it off Liv and
don't
move
say
past.
Hogan though, because he's going to assume that that's Inoki's daughter or something. He's not going to know who the hell.
Well, something, Inoki's daughter.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it now have to be the Undertaker?
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
Because he's dead.
Torch
Yes,
Pat.
he did.
because he's
dead.
dead.
No, I just think it time's up, man. Let's move on. There's some other young females that are doing phenomenal work. Let's just roll past Liv.
No way.
EO, I like EO.
But hold on, if you move past Liv, which I'm obviously for, if you move past Liv, where does that leave Liv Morgan? Because now we're learning over time that while she's an amazing talker, the in-ring doesn't match, right? She's talking them into the building. She's not delivering in the ring.
She's better.
Are you? There you go. When there's something tangible that she can play with, it does seem more palatable for fans. But let's say that's not even an option on the table. Like you said, there's more call-ups coming. There's more names on the table that need to be brought up to the next level. With no championship, let's say she's out of the picture. Do you keep her on as a wrestler? Or are you against moving her more back into the manager valet spot?
I
just let her be the talker.
She can go back to her music career.
Is that what we're calling it?
Oh boy, my stomach hurts.
Because I think her music career. I think her music career is in trouble. It's in trouble. It's a problem with her music career.
I think she's a good valet and always helping Dom out.
I think she could be a millionaire in that spot. I think
she could be the female Paul Heyman.
Unfortunately, they've written her out of that position. Regardless of how good you think she may or may not be, it doesn't matter.
You can't.
Dom Mysterio was on fucking fire, and they put water on him to put Liv in the front. And I will never understand why they did that. She must make buku dollars because Dom was absolutely taking over, and it just like that, it fucking stopped. And now Liv Morgan is the leader of the group. It's weird. I don't know why they did that. They invested in giving her a whole song that she made. She's not going anywhere. She's going to be the forefront of something. Now, whether she drops the belt, which I don't believe is going to happen as much as I want it to, because unfortunately, to your point, she's not good on the chase. She's good when she has the belt and you can't get it from her. And then she just talks shit. So
to Dave's point, you can't go from saying you're the greatest women's wrestler of all time and then put her as a valet without there being something catastrophic, either storyline or personally, to get her there. That doesn't insult the fans' intelligence there. You just can't do it.
Right. They've invested way too much into her.
Her calling herself the greatest women's champion of all time is not insulting.
They letting her call her.
They're also positioning her as that as she's doing it. And of course, they're going to throw that in the garbage when she's, done. Don't get me wrong. They'll just move on to whoever the next one is. But to the reason why Liv is going to win is because EO is already over. You can't transfer that heat that you're talking about to anybody. You transfer it to Liv. You transfer it to EO. It's just same. EO doesn't get any better. She doesn't get any bump from it. The only thing that really makes any sort of sense is the thing that they should have done 7.5 months ago and have Roxanne turn on her, become the baby face or the heel. I would prefer to be the baby face. And then you transfer that heat from Liv to a younger baby face who's on the come up. It has to go to somebody. If it goes to EO, it kind of wastes it.
And I agree with you. And I think maybe at one point it was looking like that. I don't think she can do it. And I think they know that she can't do it and that they're not.
She's not ready.
Not for that. Not for that. As much as I dislike her, that amount of hate is heavy. And when you transfer that to someone who's not ready to carry that belt, it's nope.
Oh, speaking of being on my shit list, Soroka.
Oh God.
Soroka.
The first black female champion. Intercontinental champion.
Yeah. The the experiment seems to be over, thank goodness. Cooler heads have prevailed.
Oh yeah,
Cooler heads have
my
prevailed.
sweet Beanstalk Queen is now the champion.
Great look.
I love Tony.
As all the OUM fans know, Joe loves him a tall tree, baby. He will climb. He loves to climb.
He yodels on the way up and down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure they appreciate my presence.
Yeah. After yodeling, he treats her like a strudel, not for nothing. But
there goes that PBS sponsorship.
Raquel Rodriguez is your new women's Intercontinental champion, and it is back to the surfboard for a little Miss Can't Catch a Break without hurting somebody. So let's see if we can.
I'm glad you said that. It's probably another reason why Liv isn't dropping this belt.
Because of the big title change that just happened with Raquel. Raquel just brought the Intercontinental title.
Unless they're driving to break them up, Liv dropping her belt, insecurity, they break up. That would be amazing.
Roxanne's the only one without a title. I mean, look, if you want to flip it and get Dom his heat back, what if he three-peats another hot lady? I would love it.
You know,
that would be hilarious.
The only thing that I found even better than that is the fact that if you did that, the pattern would read that as he keeps doing it, the women keep getting smaller and smaller. It just keeps cascading. He keeps Russian dolling his women along the way.
That's great.
Now, Dom, for the record, once you get to Roxanne, I suggest you stop.
Yeah.
Because to get smaller than Roxanne, you're going to start getting into legal trouble, okay?
No, you just go one of Danhausen's mini housens, yeah.
Mini housing, yeah.
You just need a small little whorehausen. That's all you need.
Mini hosens.
Mini hosens.
Mini hosens. There it is. Dave, who wins this match? Officially, your pick?
All right, my official pick. I'm gonna go on record saying that I want Io Sky to win.
Io Sky.
That's who I'm picking. That's who I'm picking.
One hand, shit in the other.
Do I believe?
Do I believe?
One can hope.
Steve, who you got?
Olivia Ezekiel Morgan.
Ezekiel is great.
That's got to be her middle name, I think.
Esquire.
Makes sense.
You made her sound like some sort of Castlevania character. Olivia Ezekiel Morgan.
Fetch me my wall chicken.
Buddy. Joe, who you got, Joe?
I'm going to go with Io just to be different. I'm hoping that is the ultimate outcome because it's time for a change. So I'm going on a hope and a dream.
I just realized right now during the course of this conversation, I didn't pick for the 6-man. I'm also going Bloodline. And so for this one, Liv, I mean, I'm not booking this shit. So it doesn't matter how I feel about the goddamn thing. I can sit here and be told, I could talk about this woman till I'm blue in the face. It changes nothing. They're on board. They have hitched their saddle to 85 pounds of blind fury. So good luck. Go ahead. Try that. The next time she dislocates her shoulder on a front bump, don't come crying to me.
That's a little odd.
Yeah. They got their own goddamn problems. Yeah. Because no one else is on the stuff, you know. It just is what it is. I'm just trying to. Hey, look, calcium leaving the bones is a problem. I just did a whole paper on this. And but trust me, okay. I'm getting my master's in this shit. I'm telling you, when calcium leaves the bone, it's a problem. Okay, and milk's not always the solution. Do your homework. All right, that's a conversation for another day. We're moving on.
Didgeridoo in his throat.
Okay,
That's a good one, dude.
I'm starting to, now that I've heard this for like the 17th time today. I'm starting to get like a character select screen from like No Mercy. It's like diggity.
Oh yeah,
diggity down.
Wow,
like a little bit. I'm starting to get
bit.
it a little bit. But here we are on to Gunther and Nick Aldis. Now, this is not the match all of you think that it will be. And I think that needs to be discussed.
What do I think it will be?
Okay.
Well, not you per se, because
I want to be dumb. Tell me.
Okay.
I'm a voice for the people.
I think a lot of he said, "I'm one of the people." You tell me right now what it is. You son of a bitch. You don't tell me what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what I'm thinking, and then you tell me what you're thinking, so we can see if it lines up with what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, exactly, off the top of my head. But I think a lot of the issue that people are going to have, and this is why I wanted to have this conversation on the show, like just to lay it out for people to just ponder on, is I think people are setting themselves up for a difficult and disappointing time, because I think the psychology of this match will overrule common sense, right? They haven't lied about the fact that Nick Aldis used to be an active performing wrestler. They haven't got into the lineage, but they have made mention that he once was a professional in-ring performer. However, that is not what this audience knows Nick Aldis for. They don't know that he's the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion for well over 1,000 days. They don't know that he's the former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, although I don't think they'll leave that out in the call. When you guys watch the match, remember I said this, they'll bring up the TNA one. I don't know if they'll bring up the NWA, but someone will say it's probably going to be Corey. Don't forget, this guy's a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Because of the relationship, they like to bring up TNA stuff every now and again. It might come out. But people who follow this, who live and breathe by this crap every day, they know Nick Aldis, the wrestler. They know the resume. They know the lineage. They know the history. These two have met before. This isn't the first time meeting between these two. So I think people are going to sit here and go, oh, he's not going to be wearing the suit. He's going to be in gear. This is going to be dope. I'm telling you, this is going to be a match. It's going to be a sleeper on you guys. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. I have my doubts. I think this is going to be booked in a way where it's going to be Gunther, the career killer, against the general manager of SmackDown. I think that's the way that it's going to be billed. I think it's the way it's going to be put together. I don't think they're going to make Nick Aldis look like a bitch. But Gunther is going to, I'll spoil it here, my pick. Gunther is going to win this match. He's going to dominate in this match. Gunther gives everybody hope spots and he gives everybody light. But I think don't get your hopes high. Don't overreach yourself, especially for those who, Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, but even when he was at the peak, phenomenal technical wrestler.
Yeah.
Wasn't exactly known as this bombastic personality or this overwhelmingly athletic competitor in the ring. Very British style, very nose to the grindstone kind of. I mean, fit Finley with a better body. It was just very ironically enough, in the box wrestler.
Ironically enough, very similar to what Gunther is, but Gunther is on a very elevated level of that. He's a diet version of Gunther is with less dominance. But we're talking about style, a lot of ground and pound, a lot of grabs, a lot of, he'll throw a drop kick. You'll see him throw a drop kick, maybe a suplex. That'll be the most exciting thing that you're going to see.
That's his high spot.
Exactly.
That's his high spot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And as far as like his abilities outside of the ring, phenomenal promo, but different, eloquent, well-spoken, heel or babyface. He always kind of had a demeanor about him. He's not a boisterous, kind of catchy kind of promo that somehow Gunther has kind of become, right? I didn't always think of Gunther when he was on the Indies as a immaculate speaker, but then he goes into the ring and he calls Damian trash and he's garbage and he's
street trash.
I've never seen a grown man cut another grown man down the way that motherfucker spoke. He cut Damian so bad he took him out of the world title picture.
I was just gonna say that. It was like he hit that fool.
He put his ass on weight by time.
Yeah, I was like,
that boy went from the penthouse to EBT just like that. It was overnight. But Nick is not that kind of performer. Joe,
started from the bottom. Now we back.
Yeah, Joe, what are your things? Started from the bottom. Now we back. See? Joe, what do you think about this particular matchup? Are you anticipating this outlandish, just
I would be shocked
kind of
if it was
match?
outlandish. Like, even though I know he had a
wrestling,
wrestling,
baby, yeah.
We're gonna go hold for a hold. They're gonna put you in a
Hold
headlock
for
and a
hold.
side headlock. They're gonna put you in a chokehold, a sleeper.
Dare I say? Can I make a bold prediction?
Ooh,
one hammer lock.
hammerlock.
That's
Ooh,
it. Right there, right
Wow.
behind
Test the
back.
strength?
Test the strength.
Oh,
We're gonna test the
strength.
Love a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were doing. You were doing a honka. I don't know what that is.
I'm just
I've done
thinking
many-
No, he likes the tall women.
I was
I've-
climbing. I'm sorry. In my head
I've-
and my hands were doing two different things.
You were still
We
thinking
ready
about
to go?
Raquel.
Yeah,
I've done a test of strength in the ring where you do the whole dominance thing.
yeah.
I've even done, and this is a inside joke that only a few people would know, but I've even done the quiz of weakness.
Mm.
And the quiz of weakness is the minute you touch hands, both of you just succumb to the pain and just fall down. It's a reverse to the other thing. So shout out to the authentic Brandon Lewis for that one. That was
Nice.
one of our favorite little spots there. The quiz of weakness. But yeah, this is not going to be the match that I think.
No, I think it's going to be like Pat McAfee. Like if they're going to do it right. I mean, it's the same type of build. Like, kind of goes too far, testing authority, and authority finally pushes back. Storyline, but Gunther just kept messing with Cole and just pushed McAfee to get involved. And Pat McAfee just had a dream of being in the ring for a little while and doing his thing.
And then he quickly
got his wish.
regretted that.
Yeah,
right.
Hey,
Right
you get
after
a
the
chop
match
from
was
any
done.
of those big dudes. It's like, I don't think I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna go to the commentary table.
I'm gonna go right back to just talking shit. I just think it's not gonna be anything. I mean, it would be amazing if this was the sleeper hit match of the night. I would be very impressed, but I doubt that. I think this is just gonna be a fun, slow match just to kind of maybe bring things down from the excitement of the match before.
Dave, I have 1 million clips on YouTube of us on this show praising Gunther.
Mhm.
Full package.
There you
What
go.
a great wrestler.
Mm.
Oh no, all yo intended. The last clip, there was a clip that I just recently scheduled to be released. It was a throwback to last year's SummerSlam. I posted some old clips from last year's SummerSlam when we reviewed last year's main event of Punk and Gunther, and there's a clip of you where you said Gunther, you were disappointed he actually didn't retain the title in that matchup, that he deserved a longer reign, very similar to the one that he had with the Intercontinental title. That was 1 year ago, where he was in the title picture, he was the champion, we were taking this ride. I think even at the time we thought maybe a stutter step, right? Punk's not going to hold it forever. Gunther's on a groove. He hasn't held it since. So let me ask you this question. Does the Nick Aldis match, while a spectacle, while it's making some noise on the internet, is this taking him further away from where we really need him, which is in the title picture?
And not further away. He's on hold. He's just on hold. And
Nice.
he's on hold because there's other things going on. But the thing about Gunther that's so amazing is this is where a lot of people die. They die on hold. And I will they can't wait it out long enough and stay relevant. Somehow Gunther, I feel sometimes he doesn't need the belt. He's bringing content. He's keeping you locked in. He's keeping you entertained. He talks good shit. Every time he's on the screen, you're watching and paying attention to what he's doing. And he really brings a lot of energy to his matches. Both, to your point, when he first started talking, you can see his change in the way that he speaks on the mic has elevated. So he's got the off the mic, and then when he's in the ring, he's fantastic. So he just needs to keep doing what he's doing. Like I saw this match and being booked a mile away. You've been talking about it, that this is probably the direction we're gonna go. And my head instantly says this we're just buying time. There are other things going on right now. can't use him at the top where he belongs. So let him kind of be on hold a little bit, but he's thriving there, which is only going to make him even better once he gets back into the picture, which he inevitably will be.
And he's in a great position too, because to your point, if you look at the card right now, if you look at both cards at the top, where are they super deficient? Top over heels. Roman's not a heel. Seth's not really a heel. Punk's not a heel. Cody's not a heel. Sammy's back to being a babyface, kind of. Everybody is in this like quasi babyface, not really heel situation. Gunther's a pure heel. He's the only one. Randy's not there. That's it. Kevin Owens isn't there. All the top heel guys are not currently there. So unless they turn either CM Punk or Cody relatively soon, he is in a great position. To your point, he's held. He's on his way.
Yeah, I point at Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, where's he?
I think he's another person who was on hold, and I don't think he handled it as well. He had his up and downs. So he had his interactions with people where it didn't feel good, but Gunther's holding on pretty good. So that's just.
Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here who feels Nick Aldis is winning this match?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Oh.
If he does, which I don't think he will, he would have to catch a fast one. It would have to be like John Cena, Brock Lesnar. He's throwing Cena around the whole time, blah, 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 blah. And then Aldis catches a quick one, a roll up, a schoolboy, something like that. Maybe it's the only way.
Did you guys see them two fight each other a little bit? I believe it was on Raw.
SmackDown, where he puts him through the table. Yeah.
We put him through. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
What you just said ain't happening.
I don't think it's happening.
If you see Nick's legs wobble, the chemistry is bad. Like, I just hope they make it look good. That's where I'm at with. Just make it look good, because Nick. Don't get me wrong. I'll shoot him some bail. He had a really nice suit on.
That's true.
That man is always dressed to the nines.
He's going to be in gear on this Saturday. He'll be in gear.
It didn't rip, so I will shoot him some bail, but it didn't look good. Those few seconds.
But that's the only way he can win, because I'm not saying that he is. I want to specify that I'm not saying that he is.
Not my pick.
It's the only option they would have, because would you believably think that he's going to hit a finish and get over on Gunther? Does anybody even know what his finish is right now?
I was just thinking in my head, it's like, what the hell was
exactly?
It's
called the untie, where he takes his tie off and chokes you with it.
Oh my god!
It's called the kidney pie.
They call that the old David Carradine special, right?
Don't forget the lemon wedge, folks. Don't forget the lemon wedge.
Atomic drop.
Inverted lemon drop, I guess. Something like that. All right, boys, we're off to the next.
I will say that song for that segment was probably a good one. Why do they treat each other this way? I don't know.
Nice.
They kind of went from not knowing each other to hating each other. I
did not put this much effort into thought when it came to this song, and now it's the greatest decision I've made in a very long time. Okay, it's time to talk about the real deal, folks. It is Hell in a Cell. It's Hell in a Cell. It's Brock Lesnar. It's
Brock.
I mean, everybody growls.
A good phlegm to voice ratio.
It really is. I gotta tell you, I've got to tell you, I'm excited. But here's the thing: we've really relied on the shock and awe of things. The first match, we all sat here and said, "In and out. Get this match in and out." The rematch for Clash in Italy, kind of a same deal. Their strength in this match seems to be pound, power. Let's get it. Big moves, big sells. 1, 2, 3. Let's get the hell out of here.
Slapping wrestling.
Big meaty men slapping meat.
Yep, exactly.
I appreciate the fact that Joe is going noir with the rest of the podcast here.
Hello, darkness, friend.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Where's the raindrops on his screen?
What's with the hair? What's with the emo hair going across?
A flock of seagulls,
yeah. I have to ask the question now, since that's the formula that we've been conditioned to have with these two guys. Does that fly in Hell in a Cell? Are we going to need a much longer, not much more longer, but you can't do 6 minutes in Hell in a Cell.
Well, what's the fastest Hell in a Cell?
I'm going to tell you right now, it wasn't 6 minutes. The fastest might have been, they did one on TV. Was it TV? Was it Roman and Rey Mysterio or something like that? Or somebody had a fast one a while ago.
I mean, if you took out all the medical stuff, probably Mankind and Undertaker.
No, that was 15. Yeah, if you eliminate the time to make sure he wasn't dead. Yeah. That probably was a much shorter match than we think. If you encapsulate all the times that is he rapping? What do you?
He's cutting a promo right now
for someone else while he's on the air with me.
Yeah. He's doing a pre-interview for Captain Squadron.
He is a businessman. All right.
We've always made fun of this man for plugging. Now he's promoing.
I can't figure out how to unnoir myself. I was like, let me phone a friend. Hey, really quick, I'm on the show. Can you help me unnoir? I said, I don't know what happened. That friend happens to be from the Captain Squadron, available 9 o'clock Fridays.
I mean, son of a bitch.
It's working for you. But
do you count John Cena, Alberto Del Rio, CM Punk, and Dolph Ziggler, and Jack Swagger went 5 minutes on Raw?
Oof. It wasn't on Raw. It was I mean, it was on Raw technically, but it was the dark match after the show.
Oh, so it wasn't televised.
It wasn't on It wasn't on TV.
The Revolution will not be televised.
1 second is what that.
Yeah,
that sounds stinky. That sounds real stinky.
Did you hear that sounds terrible.
And the whole, I remember that match being talked about. It wasn't televised, but I remember the reason why it was 5 minutes is because they did what's called a waterfall sequence. That's the one where you do the. Let me put it up.
You can't go chasing waterfalls.
The waterfall
sequence, the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
A waterfall sequence is when you have multiple people in the match and they're in the ring, and you see one finish cascade into the other, right? So it's like
the Avengers.
Austin does the stunner, boom, he bumps out, turns around, catches a choke slam, boom. After he choke slam him, he turns around, he catches this, bam, another person catches that, and then it goes back to the guy who started it, rock bottom, boom, and everyone's laid out. It's a waterfall sequence.
What about
They did that
on Raw?
I'll count that one. That was on TV. But that was more. I mean, I counted. It was an actual match.
7 minutes, 41 seconds.
Right, and that was to promote an upcoming program. I think wasn't that Kane and Austin they were building towards, where it was like it was going to be the First Blood.
That would have been what 98.
Yeah, about 98. Yeah, so I counted. It was definitely a televised Hell in a Cell match, but it served a greater purpose. I
agree with your notion though about this needing to go longer though, because I need and want more out of this.
98, by the way. You guys are ridiculous. I don't know how I can't remember what I have for breakfast. I don't know how the fuck
you looked it up.
Losers.
I remember what you had for breakfast. Nothing. You forgot breakfast.
That's not true. No.
Damn.
I had a big breakfast.
Worst meal of the
day. Hey, all right.
Oh man, but yes, they definitely need to put in a little bit more time on for this match. I think the 6-7 minutes, the in and out stuff. Now, the only problem I have with that is for whatever reason, recently in cage matches, not just Hell in a Cell, it's just become a thing in cage matches all around. And it's spreading into different companies. It's not just a WWE thing. The weapons in the cage. Weapons being in the cage. I'm sorry. There's a time and a place for it. I don't think it should be eliminated altogether. But I think in a story like this,
I don't want it.
You don't need
it's two men trying to prove a fucking physical point. I don't think you need a lot of it. Right? So, like, I think a good recent example of turning that tide a little bit, I think Drew and Punk had a very decent Hell in a Cell in terms of not a lot of weaponry. They have the steps. They had a few things here and there, but it was nothing really egregious, right? The ring is not littered with tables and chairs and thumbtacks and all this other stuff. So, like, for this one, I want to fight. I want to fight. I want two guys locked in a cell with no other recourse than just to beat the teetotal shit out of one another and have at each other and just go berserk. And one winner at the end of this. We may differ on opinions as to who that winner should be, but I think that it's important to finish the story as it's been told. To zig now after all this zagging would be weird because that's how this has been promoted from the very, very beginning. Two powerhouse individuals. Brock doesn't think anybody could beat him at WrestleMania. Oba shows up, beats him in brutal fashion, pisses off Brock, sneaks up on him, challenges him to a rematch. They have the rematch. Brock gives him everything he can handle. Oba's tough to put down, but eventually he puts down the ruler. We've had two instances where both men have been pushed to the physical limits. I don't want this third match to all of a sudden have just kendo shots against one another for no goddamn reason.
Has to elevate.
Two, like you guys said in the beginning, two meaty men snapping meat, baby. Let's go. Let's have a fucking fist fight. I.e. a Lesnar Taker. When Lesnar and Taker did the fucking the Hell in a Cell at that No Mercy in 2002.
Two?
Yeah, it was two. That was the one where they kind of broke Taker's hand. He had the cast thing going. Awesome storytelling. Let's do something like that. And enough beating up the cops. No one buys it. No one really thinks he's beating cops.
Also, those are all NXT guys.
If you beat up a cop, you're not going to be at work on Monday.
No, definitely.
Monday, he's not leaving work.
Wait a minute. He did it. He's literally African fighting a cop. They're going to go guns first. We know better than that. Being from the community.
That's the problem.
There you go. Validate yourself. Validate yourself.
You have to go into noir.
Guys, my best friend's
Wait, let me get rid of my color real quick. I forgot. Hold on. Let me go.
No, please don't do blackface. Let me change my color.
We're live, baby.
No, I'm gonna go back to noir, but no, I don't. I just too many buttons here. No, as somebody in the community.
I just throw it? If they go 47 minutes and 27 seconds, they'll have the longest match. There you go. Listen,
I would love that.
I love Brock and Oba.
They ain't going that long.
They don't got it in the
They ain't got it. No.
He's referring to Taker. That's the first Hell in a Cell. Taker Shawn.
I don't know if Oba's got it in the tank, and he's the younger guy.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, it is only one way. Now, here's the funny part. Do I think Oba can get to 47 minutes? Maybe. He's in great shape. Will minutes 22 to 47 look great?
Nope. Nope. It'll look like minute 3 for a Joe Dub to get in the ring. It's like, hold on, can we something cut the commercial?
It'll look like two seals playing Twister on the beach.
How many suplexes have we done in this match? All right, let's just do more. Come on, keep it rolling.
You want to do another 11? Let's go for it, baby. Come on, let's go. Take the ride. Because that's the other problem with these two individuals. Although Brock does no holds, that's not what he does anymore. Not a holds guy.
He's a toss you around, go home guy.
It would be nice to see him break out a little bit of that in the match with him. If he shows a little bit more of the collegiate wrestling and what we're used to Brock coming up in this match, it would be a nice nod to his career and give Oba a little bit of a different look, because I think he has to. I think that's a good story to tell in the ring.
Absolutely. So it's Hell in a Cell, it's Brock Lesnar, it's Oba Femi. This is the part of the story where I'm a little nervous. So, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Who wins Hell in a Cell?
With or without cops? No.
Give us a plus or minus 10. I think it'd be fun to see who thinks it's going to go past 10 or under 10.
All right. I think we're going to get a clean 10
time.
Yeah.
On the match time, yeah.
I think we're going to get a clean 11 minutes. And in a minute 11, Brock's going to go, all right, pin me. Just like in the Royal Rumble, he's like, all right, throw me out. Time's up. I got my check. The money's clear. I just got the text from Sable. I think this is going to be a killer throw. Yeah, you got it. Thank you. It's going to be a killer.
It's cute. You think she has access to his financials, but go ahead.
Anyway, I think for sure this is going to be a total slaughterhouse of meat just being thrown everywhere. We're going to get a lot of shocking moments of just muscle mass being tossed. Whoa. And I think that this is going to be a memorable one. I think this is going to be the one that we wanted when he fought Bill Goldberg. And I think we're gonna talk about this for years to come. And who am I going to pick to win it? I think it's either going to be one way or the other. It's going to be a complete slop or a total, epic match. And I think that Oba's got to come out on top of this because Brock's on the way out. He's going to say goodbye to everybody. He's going to go lead off on a horse. That's how it's going to end. He's going to put his cowboy hat on. He's going to go. Click.
He's going to ride Paul Heyman out.
He's going to ride Paul Heyman out.
Horse, not walrus.
My apologies. My apologies.
But yeah, that's how I see this coming to pieces.
Dave, who takes
Brock?
this match?
Not Brock. Sorry, Oba for sure. I don't unless Brock is gonna continue to come back every once in a while. I mean, I don't see why the dude he's Brock. He's still a spectacle, but even when he's there, you can feel the disconnect. He literally probably knows nothing what was said about him or towards him until he gets to the building and they fill him in, and you can feel it and you can see it. And he's done. I tell you this all the time. I always forget how long he's been there until I'm at your house watching really old wrestling and he's having a match. I'm like, dude, when did this guy start fucking wrestling? I don't know why I always forget how long he's been there, but yeah, he should be on his way out. Hopefully this is his
about
last
26
go.
years in the game.
I was going to say, I literally remember being a Hallmark store manager going to I think it was Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, him beating The Rock when The Rock was on his way out.
That was SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I was like, Brock's been there.
I know we're nerds, Dave. I saw your face.
So yeah, Oba should clearly take this one. I'm hoping it's a good match, and I'm hoping it does go plus 10. Like I said, even if it's an extra minute or extra 30 seconds, I'm going plus 10, and Oba's going to take it.
All right, Steve, who wins?
I agree with the plus 10. 12:47, we'll say.
Nice.
I think Brock's going to win this.
Oh.
And here's why. There's nothing wrong with Oba losing here. I don't think it turns him off at any chance. If there's one person that can beat him and him be fine with it, it's Brock. They give him the send-off as long as Brock retires right there, shakes the man's hand, gives him his gloves. This is the future. You are the future. Here, take this. He gets his wave. He walks out. But in order for that to happen, it has to be, to AJ's point, more than just a 6 or 7 minute match. This should be meaningful for him. Here's why. Because Oba has an invincibility problem.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Goldberg, just like in some ways Brock did. He has to lose to somebody at some point to let the audience know this guy can lose. And I don't think the first Brock match did enough of that.
Interesting.
Give him that sympathy of, oh man, we were with you. We really wanted you to win. You didn't come up, but we know you're the guy. We know you're the guy moving forward. Because he needs something, because he looks ridiculous just giving up that title shot for this. Instead of, which they retconned. My apologies. They retconned that back, and they said he still has the title shot somehow. So I said
that on the show. There was no reason to get rid of it.
Yeah. I think it'll be Lesnar, in my opinion. I would like to see that. I think that's more interesting for me.
You know what? To be honest with you, I was following you, and I was open to what you were saying until you actually just mentioned that last part. Because I think that does hurt him. You throw not throw it away, but you show your dominance to the brand by saying we're gonna put this on pause because I have something to settle, lose, and then come back and go, okay, I want my title shot. You're gonna give it to him, but it's not a good look. Unfortunately, I think Oba has to win this, or it does. To your point, it kind of helps that invincible look, but it's like that's what we've been building this whole time. And to drop it so early, I think would just be
a waste.
I feel like it would hurt him. I think it would hurt him, especially the way that he speaks, the way he's been grabbing people from the back and being dominant. Like, there's a way.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
This is.
Can I get it from the back, sir?
Sir, this is a Wendy's. I don't. What you're saying is not impossible.
Mm-hmm. It's improbable.
It could happen. I would be very interested to see where they go from that, because to me that's that's tough to come back from.
How do you give sympathy to somebody like Oba? It's nigh impossible.
I mean, to be fair though, to your point, like if he lost to Brock and he walked in the back, I go, you lost, and he's gonna punch me in the face. Like, you can taunt him for losing to Brock, but he could still beat your ass.
He's the only person who can beat him.
Right. So to your point, they would obviously had to lean into that. Him going on a rampage of some sort.
I just want to see Kofi Kingston's tweets if Oba wins.
Well,
okay.
Oh,
so
he's cracking his knuckles.
Really, yeah, here we go. Here we go.
I'm like, this is actually going to be short. I thought I was going to be the only one to say it. So Steve already kind of took the lightning from what I was going to say. I thought I had the shocking moment of the night. I didn't. Steve.
Apologies.
No. Not this. Not. I'm making a joke about the Stolen Thunder, but the train of thought is the same, right? The invincibility problem is where I was headed, and I also felt like, and I could be reading this completely wrong, but up until this challenge for the Hell in a Cell, I think it had been completely forgotten, and they have made every effort in trying to remind everybody that Lesnar's never lost in that cell. That there's a streak that is at stake here. It's not just beating Oba Femi, it's a streak of Hell in a Cell. They've also began reminding everybody once again that he was the one that ended the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania. Now, I'm not going to sit here and stand on, well, if he was to win, if he was to beat Oba, imagine the heat. It goes a different way. And the reason why I'm leaning, I wouldn't be surprised on either way how this went down, but I'm leaning more towards Brock because, once again, that nerd shit he's talking about, I just remember early Lesnar. Because if you think about it, they keep saying he's, even on the Unreal show, Triple H is like, he's one of the most Oba's one of the most badass motherfuckers we've seen walk through those doors since Brock walked in here. Just that dominance, that aura, that presence, and the way that he was presented. When Lesnar debuted, he murdered 3 people. I count Spike as a double murder.
Yeah.
But he murdered a bunch of people, right? And then proceeded to tear through the entire roster from the bottom all the way up. He destroyed the Hardy Boys by himself. That was his first program, him against both Hardys by himself. And he destroyed them. He went on to work his way through the mid-card and just destroy everybody. He defeats an Intercontinental Champion, Rob Van Dam, in the finals of the King of the Ring that year. He goes all the way to SummerSlam. 4 months on the main roster. 4. He beats The Rock at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. He proceeds to leave The Rock and go into a program with The Undertaker that he dominates. He tore through the curtain jerkers, the mid-card, the main event scene, and the legends in 4 months.
He got Hogan too in that, I think.
And then he got Hogan in there. He got Hogan in there. That was when he put the blood on his chest like that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was burning through everybody. And then out of the blue, we get to the Royal Rumble against, of all people, the Big Show. And he loses. Now,
didn't he lose to Eddie Guerrero?
There was some. That was another year or so later.
Yeah.
Oh.
2003.
There was some chicanery because Paul Heyman had turned on Brock Lesnar. But the build up to that whole thing is that, Brock, you've decimated the entire locker room. You've beaten everyone there is to beat. But he's the Big Show. He's 500 pounds. You can't F5 the Big Show. And they just built this like he couldn't. You can't beat Big Show. You can't beat Big Show. And then he didn't. We could make the argument that a young guy coming up the ranks taking a loss like that would hurt him. It didn't. He ended up getting into a program with Big Show where they exchanged wins and losses, with the idea at the end of it being, yes, I lost to him.
Yep.
I would fucking kill you. And that to me is, I think Brock winning this does two things. It gives Oba even more of a rub because he's going toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar in a cell, a match that nobody goes toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar in, and falls just short. Because that's the way that I would book it. I'm saying 15 minutes with a slow start and a build to a big ending that almost double down, right? It's the Apollo Rocky finish where they're both down and it just happens to be one arm over the other. Lesnar just happens to get an arm because of the way he fell.
Shooting star press.
1, 2, imagine. If he does that at Hell in a Cell, he's retiring, right? But that's his farewell. But I mean, like, just dramatic, overly, just he barely. Like, Lesnar's not aware he beat Oba. That kind of a fight. And then I didn't even think about it until Steve said it about handing Oba the gloves. And it's just that warrior's spirit.
That's it.
That travels with Oba whether he wins or loses. He went toe-to-toe with the baddest in the land. There's no way that you can fuck with me. I just beat this guy, I just went to war with this guy at Hell in a Cell. You think Jey Uso's got a shot? No, you think Solo Sikoa and his stretching is gonna? No, he's still a beast and he's still a monster. And Lesnar is the kind of athlete that I don't think anybody has a problem with not abiding by the going out on his back.
Yep.
Because he's the one guy who made it in this industry that didn't really abide by traditional rules from the very beginning. He doesn't really give a shit about any of that stuff anyway. And I think everyone's kind of accepted that. So I don't know for sure. I wouldn't put it past. My official pick is I think Brock Lesnar wins this. I think it's a skin of his teeth kind of a situation. But I think he gets to go home happy and Oba still gets to rub. And good luck to whoever the fuck follows Oba. Because now we've set a precedent that he can be beat. It just takes a hell of a fucking man to do it. He's a main event player.
The only man who could is gone now.
The only man that we think can is gone. Now we get to play the game of who's going to take him to the limit next, right? Because now we look at guys like Roman and Seth as magnificent athletes, but they're the old guys.
Yeah.
They're the legends. These are the guys now that are going to be fed to Oba to cement what that
his
next
legacy,
guy is going to look like, right? Because I feel bad about it, but Braun Breaker was supposed to be the guy, and Oba, and I'll even put Trick in there, have gotten way more over, way more
Trick
over,
definitely gotten over,
way more naturally and faster than Braun Breaker has. Braun's impressive, but he doesn't have that these guys have, and they have taken the industry by storm. So I wouldn't be surprised. That's why I said,
start a line.
All right. So they're going to, I think everybody here has made their picks here. Boom. And we are going to go to the next one. Let's oh, what the hell happened here?
Popcorn time.
We're gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Dave left.
Popcorn.
Just for a second. He's got something he's gonna do at the house. Just really quickly. He'll be right back. But we're talking about the 6-woman tag team match: the Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence. This one is gonna sting, fellas.
Sting or stink?
Well, it could be both. Sometimes
This is-
things that
this-
sting
this-
stink.
This is what they call the let up.
Mm.
This
Well,
is
if
the
you
let up,
notice, I placed this between Hell in a Cell
I
and
did.
the world
I
title
did.
match.
which is
So-
exactly where it will be.
So don't let that be an indication of anything else. Let's talk about this as professionals and just say that
Okay.
the Bellas and Paige against Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Lainey Reed, and Fallon Henry. And to be honest with you, I feel bad because this is exactly where it's going to be placed. This is it's going to be something in between. It's going to give the audience a come down. I don't think the match will necessarily be terrible. As far as workability, I think everybody in here has kind of their niche, you know. We were just saying before about Hell in a Cell maybe needing a few extra minutes. If you need to, you could take a few minutes from here and slide that into the
Hell
Hell
in
in
a
a
Cell.
This is what they call a 6-minute classic.
Mhm.
There you go. Six. You know,
Classic.
hey, look, that's 360 seconds, right? We can
A minute a
make
person. A
There you
minute
go.
a person.
this-
One
We
in,
can
one out.
make
One
this
in, one
work.
out. Let's go.
Did
Yeah,
you see it?
it-
Did you guys? Did you like that? That was my live, reenactment of what's going to be happening when this fucking match is going on right now.
That's why I said popcorn.
In
Fuck,
the-
I gotta go potty.
Look, no
And
disrespect
to the point that
ladies,
you're
but yeah,
saying,
go ahead.
all
It-
disrespect to this.
It's less about the in-ring product that's going to happen and a lot about this makes no fucking sense and was thrown together like a sock left in a dryer, just going round and round and round.
They even took the titles off of them to build this up for some reason. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't get it personally, but
Same.
it is what it is.
I don't want it.
My apologies for not remembering his name. I don't remember damn near anybody's fucking name. It's been that way my whole life. The guy we spoke to last
My
time
name's Jeff.
when he's saying he was a Nikki Bella fan. Who was that?
Oh, Lex G.
Okay,
Lex G.
listen. It's because of motherfuckers like him that we keep getting bullshit like this. 'Cause the only thing that makes sense to me is they make money.
Yeah.
They make money. They just make money. They make buku dollars. They pull it. That has to be the reason. I can't fathom anyone wanting to watch this.
I mean,
She
outside
looked
of the
terrible.
obvious
She looks
reasons.
terrible running to the ring.
Cut for time.
The old CFT, baby.
Cut for
I don't know. This is terrible.
time.
It's terrible.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think we need to make picks. Listen, it's
Who
here.
cares?
It happens.
Well, the Bellas are gonna win. So
No, relax. Relax.
If for no other reason, there's no other reason.
I thought you didn't care.
There's a you
care
made
about
me
the
care
sport.
all of a sudden. Yeah. We're not talking about this match specifically. I'm here to defend the business. Hold on a second. Because the only reason for Abuelita 1 and Abuelita 2 to be into this match is to put over new talent.
Yep.
And the whole point of Fatal Influence of being on the main roster right now is to get some fresh blood into the division. There is absolutely no reason, no need, nor should it be tolerated for the Bella Twins and Paige to win this goddamn match. If the Bellas and Paige win this goddamn match, flush the whole goddamn thing down the toilet.
And they got to get Paige away from the Bella Twins because now they don't need them.
Oh,
They
yeah.
gotta
Nikki's
separate
back,
'em.
right? They don't, yeah.
Nikki's
they don't
back.
need that
Bye.
shit
Go
anymore.
away.
Jesus Christ. This is going to be the shortest clip to edit ever. That's it. It's the Bellas. It's
I didn't
Paige.
mean to make that. Tony
You ended their career.
The way that you just booked it, Fatal Influence is headed back to NXT in a few weeks, bro. We gotta run this shit back again because apparently they getting beat by goddamn Bellas up there.
Bella Hogan.
You shouldn't
Hello,
be.
Hogan.
You
Is
bitches.
Is that the thing now? All of a sudden, everybody gets a bunch of wins. They're Hogan,
Yeah.
Cody,
They did that.
Cody
They did
Hogan,
that to Punk
CM
recently.
Hogan.
Yeah.
CM Hogan.
Yeah, Punk
Yeah.
is CM Hogan.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, so I don't think anybody really is bothered by it. It's okay. Well, as Jedi put it, we'll cut for time. We'll cut for time. Let's go on to the main event of night one.
Now I want to walk off.
Listen, I can see you fucks on the bottom of my screen. Whenever we go into the break part where the video plays, I can see you guys on the bottom, and everyone,
bopping.
for everybody talking shit, it's catchy. It's a catchy.
I know it wants me to do something, murder, rob. I'm just trying to decipher what it is.
Well,
so that
you got 3 more shots at it because it's going to play 3 more times. So really listen in. I'm glad the volume's high.
What was the famous one that everyone said if you play backwards? Was it the Beatles?
It was the Beatles. It says Paul is dead. Paul is dead. But you're not dead, right, Paul?
No, I sung with him. He looked fine.
Or was he just dead inside? Was it a bad weekend or something? Or
dead inside would describe how I feel looking at this build.
Oh, the WWE championship.
We should have got the Sammy Rhodes too. Instead, we got CM Punk. Rhodes.
I don't even know if that was necessary. This match is fine as it is. It's just this isn't the road that we were supposed to take to get here at all. This was apparently the plan, right? Because they set this seed right after WrestleMania. Yep. They told the world this is where we're headed next. And then he just disappeared. Punk disappears. Cody goes on the run.
He went to go watch Ronda Rousey's match.
Now listen, if on my spare time I get to fuck AJ Lee, I would also want to take time from work.
I would retire.
Yeah. Especially if you've already made your millions, right? Hey, imagine you taking.
Hold on. Why are we assuming she wants this motherfucker in the house? Go do something.
That is fair. That is fair. They are married.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, very fair.
I hate his breathing. He's usually not here this much. No garden or something.
Wasn't I just on the road with you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Word. So this is you notice the wording here at the bottom. It's a WWE Championship match. We don't do that undisputed crap here.
Yeah,
okay? It's very disputed on the same goddamn show as another champion. It's very much disputed. It was undisputed when you made it. When you combine the 2 titles, it was undisputed. As soon as you made that other one, it's very disputed.
The Universal Championship, like that's
that one's gone.
Champion of the Universe. I think Invincible will have a word or 2 to say.
Well, I don't know. Thrag was kicking some serious ass.
Thrag is the beast incarnate. That's the real Brock Lesnar. Jesus Christ.
I've never seen a man with hands and a crispy fade to just run through the goddamn universe.
I was like, what? Freddie Mercury's got reincarnated and flies?
With hands. He got reincarnated and was given the gift.
Oh, my God. That show.
But
I'm going to watch that season again.
Speaking of gifts, I just realized adding Dave back rotated my squares around. So now Dave's now here.
Circle meets the square.
Yeah, that is another guy over here.
You can actually go to the corner of any one of the squares and start moving us around if you want.
Oh, could I?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Oh, it worked that well. Oh, now I got to change you back.
There we go. We're back to where we belong, Joe Dove.
Consistent clipping for consistent clipping. This is for post.
I swear to God, we're really interested in this match, folks. Hold on, we're gonna get there.
What match? What are we talking about? The ladies again?
Let me start with Steve for just a second because I think me and Steve are on the same wavelength about the build, right? I think we're of the same mind when it comes to how this whole thing has come about. And we find, and I think the bigger problem, correct me if I'm wrong, see if we're still in agreement when I say this, we're in another babyface versus babyface conundrum. Mm-hmm. And the other World's Heavyweight Championship match seems to be another babyface versus babyface situation, right? So this is the night one, in my opinion. We don't know for sure. It hasn't been announced. But I'm assuming this would be the night one main event.
Just based
on not this. Then probably the Hell in a Cell. But it's what are the other?
Brock doesn't work last.
No. Brock's got to go home and ride into the sunset, my friend.
If anything, I feel like Brock's opening because he wants to just be fucking done.
Yeah.
He might, but man, would that kill the whole evening if that Hell in a Cell was on first?
Sometimes you get
that's
killed
a
early
top
on.
hat motherfucking
I mean,
moment.
listen, let me tell you something. You got the 6-woman tag about halfway through.
Don't worry, we'll bring it back.
You're fucking.
Imagine putting that Hell in a Cell match out first, and then you're like, all right, Gunther and Nick, you're next. It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Nah, the woman will be next if they do that shit for sure.
God damn it.
Io Sky.
But Steve, the build up and this whole situation with Punk and Cody, babyface versus babyface situation, for some reason, this feels like it should have been square peg, square circle. Somehow they made that circle square for no reason, and it's just not. It's not. What's your vibe on the way this has been built?
They teased something that was quite interesting, but didn't lean into it, where Cody and Punk acknowledged that Cody was kind of the blueprint of, hey, I left too. I was unsatisfied too, but I went out, I built it and came all the way back. I would have leaned more into that. It's like, you quit. Just go in, just say you quit. You went home. I stayed. I built it. You don't get to acknowledge what I did. I built this. You walked back in and everybody welcomed you with open arms. I had to kick the door down. Instead, we got this boring, saccharine, no, I'm the better wrestler than you. No, I'm the better wrestler than you.
Well,
let's
Cody
find out who the better wrestler is.
To your point, you could actually even make the argument that Cody was the reason why Punk got the reset to begin with.
Yep.
Well, hold on, because Cody did have one line that I thought was actually really good, which was when Cody was putting over all the things that he had accomplished away from WWE. He said, I did all that knowing full well that the audience, while looking at me accomplish all this,
wished it was you. Yeah.
Because you were the one who was supposed to be revolutionary.
You know what?
You were the one
AJ?
who was supposed to set fire to it.
AJ,
And I did, and you went home.
you found the one thing
that
raised a single heartbeat in this entire fucking thing.
Yeah,
when it comes to this wrestling shit, dude, he can sell shit to a fly. Like now,
this
one line made me kind of want to watch it a little bit.
But this is
that was
coasting.
Cody's line. I didn't come up with it. Yeah,
It's the perfect example of coasting on star power. It's Cody, it's Punk. You know, it writes itself. It doesn't.
None of it does. Someone should write it so that we can enjoy it. Stop. Who is in possession of this magical pen that just writes all by itself?
Right.
Oh, AI, I forgot. Oh,
Yes,
I forgot.
Al. I always thought it was Al.
Yeah, well,
No, it's steak sauce.
I thought it was Allen Iverson, but
Okay.
But I'm learning now that it's
It'd
not
be better
the
than
same thing.
this.
But yes, no, please continue your point. Yeah, that it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be completely different. Yeah,
It should have been different. I mean, it kind of similar to this is the exact thing that happened. Maybe it's a Cody problem. It's the exact thing that kind of happened with Randy. We expected something more. We expected the student teacher thing, which we never really got. There was a Pat McAfee thing thrown in there. So I think they're a little bit gun shy of doing something full bore because they don't know what they're going to get out of these two. They didn't go into the history of these guys were on rosters together for years. No real substantial mention of, well, you were supposed to be my example. You let me down. You let me down. Not Cena. Why do you think I supported Cena? Cena didn't there's no edge to this at all. It's just very, like I said, low hum. There is no edge to this at all, except for the one line that you mentioned, which isn't enough.
Oh, what about the time he hit him in the face with the belt?
Who doesn't hit somebody in the face with the belt?
The flip over,
yeah. Or the press conference where he was like, last night was a mistake, but this was on purpose. Yeah, he probably
and then he shoved him in a locker and said, nerd.
Yeah. I'm sure there was a wedgie in there. You said 2 seconds ago that maybe it's just a Cody problem. And I'm not sure, but I can tell you that Punk holds equal weight and fault in this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because I feel, based on what I've heard so far between the two of them, neither one of them seems to be as efficient when they're not being attacked. These are two people. These are two people who are talking to each other intentionally with no vitriol. Oh, I respect you. There's no, like, Drew on a week-to-week basis called this motherfucker a bitch to his face.
Man, I miss
and
you.
On social media every day. He gave Punk fodder, right? You flip it to Cody. Cody's best promos are usually when he's responding to some stupid shit that the other guy across from him is doing to him. We have two people who are amazing when they're on the defensive, when they're doing the babyface deal, when they're doing the fire up thing. And since no one is, there's no,
no friction.
For lack of a better phrase, there's no fucking. There's two vaginas. Just
no.
This is all dry.
There's no foreplay.
Yeah.
No, I'm going with the physical autonomy as my analogy. There's no one's being fucked.
Okay, fair enough.
There's scissoring.
Are you saying that? I was going to say, are you saying they're scissoring this right now?
Scissoring,
yes.
There's no conflict. There's no one's being, literally, in wrestling terms, no one's being fucked here.
A polite dry hump.
Yeah, they're mushing clitorises together, hoping and then, like, that one line I mentioned was like a real sensitive spot, but I still can't get there. Right?
Yeah.
No, that's the benefit of a heel babyface. The babyface needs to be fucked by the heel so that the babyface has a reason for comeuppance and getting revenge on the heel. We have two babyfaces that are just kind of mildly irritated with each other at the moment because they still haven't even swung at each other. The pie face was a little aggressive, but if that's all the aggression we're going to get leading into Saturday, you've built nothing. Technically on paper, you've built nothing. So I'm sure the match itself will be phenomenal. It will be a main event for sure. But
who cares?
Don't give me a match that I wasn't really all that anticipating and end it with something I should have got before the match. Because I have a feeling this match is going to end with some sort of fuckery of some kind.
It should.
Maybe Sammy will come out and get his comeuppance or something.
Something. But you could have used that. You could have used the situation, as corny as it sounds, and it could. I'm lowballing. It's just off the top of my head right now. You could have had Sammy pissed off that Punk cashed something in to get this title match, and they're confronting each other. And now, Sammy loses his fucking cool. He's jumping all over Punk. Cody slides into the ring to get Sammy off. He gets Sammy off. Sammy swings at Cody. Cody and Sammy are hitting each other. All of a sudden, Punk goes to grab Sammy. Sammy ducks, and Cody cracks Punk. Now we've got a physical. What the fuck was that about? What do you mean? I'm trying to, fuck you, something.
Yeah.
Instead of.
I think they exhausted all that with LA Knight and Jay.
Dusty's kid can't beat me at SummerSlam. I don't. All due respect to the big man upstairs.
Didn't he say that?
We don't give a shit.
Yeah,
we don't give a shit. They said it. He has said this to Cody at different variations. The first time was the one where he goes, my father was an electrician. He was a blue collar man. I guess I'm more of the American dream than you. And then Cody was like, well, I left and started a revolution. I bucked the system. I guess I'm more Punk than you. Where was this energy here for the title?
Well, mind you, also, KO did that shit fucking, 6 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
Punk's at his best when he's either an underdog, being attacked, or a martyr. He's none of those.
And those are the same descriptions I hear about Cody.
Yeah, that's why it's two muffs trying to figure out what the fuck's happening.
Rubbing two Barbies together. No genitalia.
Or two Ken dolls. Come on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
this
is inclusive here.
Meanwhile, while all this is happening, there's a giant dick in the back named Gunther waiting to fuck either one of these two.
Did you see him kick that door in Cody's face? That shit was crazy. I love that shit. I said, why isn't this the main event?
That shit was some Wile E. Coyote shit.
Bro, he just pushed the dude out the way and fucking kicked that shit right in his head. I loved it. Fantastic.
CM Punk retains. Who cares?
I didn't even know where to fucking start because I can't tell you where this is going. Punk, so fuck, that's my pick. Punk.
Punk's my pick. Joe, who you picking?
Punk.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. Everybody has got Punk, but guess what? The American Nightmare's got a shot.
Ugh.
QB1, baby.
No, he's going to be in a
Absolutely.
tag match with Tom Brady. Him and Tom Brady versus Logan Paul and somebody else.
Oh,
Just you wait.
Jesus.
I need
Gunther.
the sports.
Logan
people
Paul and
to-
Gunther.
I got in trouble the other day because I was like, I'm from New York. I'm a Nick fan. Grew up a
Mhm.
Nick fan. I'm a WWE fan. Grew up a WWE fan. I like Roman. I like Jalen Brunson.
Oh yeah,
I
I remember
hate it.
this.
I hated everything about that fucking segment.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was dumb.
I hated everything about that. I was like,
You
get
hate
his dick
fucking
out of your
flags.
mouth.
Saturday night's
Dave.
main events for me is if you're a comic book fan, it's a one shot. It's an
Yeah.
Elseworlds tale. It is never canon for me. I
What
just go,
if?
Mhm.
exactly. What if Marvel Zombies? It's just go away.
What if Wolverine was the king of the vampires?
Oh my god, that was a
Yeah.
deep cut right there.
Yeah, it was.
All right, boys, we're
I like to go deep. Take it just where you will.
To be fair, who likes to go shallow?
yeah.
There's
Hey,
some that
that
just
was a
like to
big
rub
deal
the
for me in
surface
high
like this.
school. Hold on.
Just going.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
going.
Just the tip was a whole thing back in the days, right?
Don't
I
worry,
mean,
it's
it
just
was
a
a
tip.
lie. They fell for it every time. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that. All right, we're off to the next.
It's very loud.
You know what? You did say it was coming. I forgot.
I said I forgot.
I
to
took the
put it
headphones
that
out. I was
way.
like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt." Yeah.
I'm glad you're.
I'm
ready for it.
freaking
It
deaf.
it just sucks that I want to go in and lower it. So in post now I gotta go find the 10 seconds. So
Yeah, lower it out. Yeah.
way the fuck down.
I
But
know
that's
that.
all
pain.
right. Oh man.
Night 2.
Actually, you know what's so funny? Before we get into this really quickly, Joe and Steve and Dave to a degree because you used to upload too. I made a huge error just the other day. I was in the middle of uploading shit, and I accidentally deleted like a whole full fucking episode of the show.
Jesus.
Oh man.
And I was like, please tell me I have it on my drive somewhere. Nowhere to be found. I said, am I gonna
Oh.
literally? And I didn't get a chance to upload it to Podbean audio wise, so there's like no
It doesn't
presence
exist.
of it all whatsoever. But
It's in the
I
cloud.
just recently found out that StreamYard has
It's
because
backup.
I always assumed that StreamYard does the backup for the lives. I didn't know that it backed up our recordings too.
Yeah, it does everything. Yeah.
So I still had it. I just had
Sounds
to
like you should
read.
have
I
just
had
called
to-
the founder of To Be Seen.
Who's that?
Joe Dove.
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? You can find him live, guest starring on the Captain's Quadrant Fridays. 9 p.m.
Oh,
Real quick, when you delete out of StreamYard, it's gone forever. But if you don't
Right.
delete, it fills up your memory. So you might want to like
I
go
know.
back and clear it up.
I did once.
Okay.
Once I figured out
Just some.
that there was a whole library of
that happened to me
recordings.
too. I was like, oh my god, what is all this stuff?
when I
Yeah.
went back and saw that, I saw like the last 10 sessions that me and Dave had done, and I was like,
Nice.
Jesus. And then I look at the bottom
Thankful.
lower left where it's like you have like 50 gigs. I was like at 48.
Yeah,
So that
Yeah.
would have, had I not made that mistake, we would
You
have been
would've-
recording it, would have cut me off.
yep.
So,
Or it would, and right in the middle, it would have been like a TKO thing. Hey, for $9.99, you can get the upgraded version.
Oh, wait. Club OUM?
yeah. That's, it
Oh,
would have.
999
Club
bucks.
Yeah.
There will be titties in Club OUM.
Oh yeah.
Not mine.
Unfortunately, it's mine.
Yeah.
All right, we're on to the first match, boys. It is time for us to discuss, outside of Liv Morgan, the other thing that annoys me: multi-person ladder matches. I guess we'll say
Yeah.
person here because this one is a multi-women's ladder match.
Mommy.
Can I say one positive thing about this match before everyone goes on a tangent? One
They have
positive.
3 tall ladies in it.
Yeah, you're gonna be bricked up this entire match.
My
For
God.
sure.
I'm gonna have
They
to just
won't
stay
need
in
the
my
ladder,
room for
they
this
can
match.
just climb him.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
Mama
just
just
stand
lays in the middle of the ring. Descend to your greatness. So, one positive thing I'll say is that the only time we ever see a multi-woman ladder match is when there's another ladder match, right? Money in the
it's
Bank
true.
ladder match. Money in the Bank ladder matches happen in the same night. We got the women's match. We got the males match. On this event, the stage is theirs. They will not have to sit back and wait to see what the guys are going to come up with and then act accordingly. Well, they're using the trash can thing. We won't do that. Or, oh, they're doing a break spot here. Let's not do that. The stage is all yours, ladies. Now, we have 5 women in this match. Of the 5, I got, in terms of, builds here, we got a super athlete here, and we've got 2 powerhouses here, and we've got our comedy spot lady here, and
I love Jesse.
And then we've got the 5th year senior over here. Right? We've got the captain of the high school team that just won't leave campus, right? It's just they're using all their eligibility right here in this situation. Now, this is not Money in the Bank. This is for the interim WWE Women's Championship, which, let's start there. Interim. Am I the only one seeing this favoritism? Am I the only
100%.
one noticing? Hold on. Don't think it's Rhea Ripley. I'm not talking about Rhea Ripley.
Oh, no.
Vacant is getting screwed here right now. Okay? Vacant is on a Hall of Fame run.
Yeah,
everyone knows it. And she would have loved to have added another women's championship to her title resume.
Double, triple crown winner.
They're screwing her over in place of this. Why is Rhea Ripley not stripped? What happened?
Because God doesn't love me?
Is it because she had been stripped twice already?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And I also think that they want to ultimately get back to her anyway. I think that they're not sure the severity of the injury, whether or not it's going to be, a 6-month, a 3-month, a year-long thing. So they want to give themselves wiggle room so they don't have to destroy all of their plans. If she is healthy enough where they can plug her in play here, and this kind of goes into, when we get to the picks, I'll talk about who I think is going to win. It makes sense for them to do the interim thing as opposed to just strip her outright. That's the reason why, in my opinion. I don't think it's right. I think it kind of muddies the waters, but I think that that's why they did it.
So currently we have, that's the wrong way to phrase that sentence. Rhea Ripley's injury is a torn meniscus. So that usually tends to be a few weeks at the very most, but it must be more extensive considering that she tore it a while ago and she still. I hope we don't have a new pinky finger situation.
Ooh, Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, it started with a pinky, turned into a hand, turned into a baby.
He said, "Baby, let me help you with that pinky. Let me just."
By the way, I don't know if anybody has seen Bianca recently, but she looks like she's about to give birth to a Toyota Accord.
Oh,
I don't know what. You got to see some recent Bianca pics. She's putting stuff on top of her tummy, and she's like trying to
a car on top of her tummy.
Well, the car is inside. I think personally, but
I thought it was more of a Tercel. But
now I look at Buddy Murphy, and I say to myself, "This man, he's a manly man. He looks burly. He's got the Viking look thing. If he really grew it out, he could really give that thing. He has to be pummeling this woman into submission. So the last thing that I need now is for her to be healed from a torn meniscus, only to then still be out due to a.
Don't put that voodoo on that girl.
Yeah, don't put that voodoo on.
Don't put that voodoo on that girl.
Maybe she's pegging him.
She's in that dink life right now.
She's a dominant woman. Maybe it's the reverse. Maybe Buddy's taking.
Maybe he's pregnant. How about that?
I saw twins.
I never said any of that shit.
No, Junior? What was it,
Junior? Yeah.
She's
I'm pregnant.
Yeah, you're mixing up your Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Danny
Danny DeVito fills.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up because there was only 2.
2, yeah, I had a 50-50 shot.
Did
I
you-
blew it.
Sidetrack from this. Did you ever hear the pitch for the third one?
Oh
my
no.
God.
I'm not third one. I'm sorry. It was the twin. It was the sequel to the Twins. They only had one, but there was a pitch for Twins 2 for it to be Arnold, Danny DeVito, and Eddie Murphy.
Oh no.
Eddie
Murphy
Take my money. That would have been
pretty
Well,
fucking funny.
You're laughing.
Oh, shit.
I'm interested.
That would have been the worst movie that I ever spent money day one to see. Opening
Yeah.
Day one, opening day.
And I saw Black Widow, so that means a lot.
Listen, man, Eddie can go wrong.
Dirt. Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green. This is a mistake on my part. I left it because I feel like it's still the direction they're going to go. But this Friday, Lash Legend and Julia will compete for that final spot. But it's Julia, so they're probably going to put Lash Legend in there.
Well,
You don't know.
even
Lash
just
Legend could get a
because
lash in her eye and just
not
fall
only
over.
because it's just Julia, but to your point that you were making earlier, if for ladder matches when they're successful, you have to have different types and styles and somebody to, I don't know, base people and hold the fucking ladder. And Lash Legend is one of the powerhouses in there. You need a little bit more of that, so it makes perfect sense. If you have Julia in there, it doesn't work.
Jade's a powerhouse, but she's not exactly like Lash has like size to her, right?
Yeah.
Like a pure athlete. Right? You know, like this, yeah. You could fall on Lash. Lash is just all right. Get off me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, get the fuck off. Is there any based on the names that we see here? Let's put our thinking caps on and then put on.
Cap.
Look, we need to put on our reality helmets here. Let's look through
It's
reality.
a shame I don't have.
helmets.
I didn't make my own to be seen hat.
Am I wrong in saying based on this list, it's maybe 2 possibilities here?
Yep.
Of a winner here. Maybe two
perceived ones.
Mm-hmm.
One actual one.
Okay. Let's see if we're all on the same page. Who's your actual one?
Chelsea Green
To win
to win
the world's title.
the interim world's title, and that's that's the distinction, and that's why, because it's the interim one. She gets to be a placeholder until Rhea comes back. She gets that shot.
She gets the shine. She could be the Sami Zayn of the women's division.
Because none of these, nobody cares about anybody else here. They're not going to give it to Lash.
Charlotte, I don't think would really look good playing second fiddle to the moment she comes back to drop it. It's not really a good look for Jade. Lash Legend's not really ready yet. The one person that I think that could pull that off, whether it be someone
we're all in agreement,
belt alpha and do it comedically, would probably be Chelsea Green.
It's the best choice.
Absolutely.
Does this make her a champion?
Well, she'll be on the list. I mean, Sami Zayn, right? So that's it. So I'm just trying to find out the logic. So you're saying that because of the 5, she's the best choice for Rhea to beat when she comes back?
Yes.
Essentially
100%.
is
100%.
Okay. So this ladder match doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
Okay. All right. Okay. That changes my lens. Yeah. Now we're on the same page. I want Chelsea Green to win this match. And for no other reason, at least for the same reason that I had called Sammy winning, it gets it on the resume, right?
Yeah.
It's on the resume. Former world's women's champion. It's there.
Yeah.
Deserves it. She's not going to be at the top of the division for long periods of time, but she's a player.
And she's
going to be hilarious.
She's one person that can milk that.
Yep.
And make it mean something without ever getting close to it ever again.
And she only has to do it for a couple of months, you know what I mean? And keep it interesting until, keep it warm. It gives the pedigree, to your point. This could be her actual College Station Jericho moment where they gave it to him and then took it away. But that's when people started seeing like, oh, we actually want him to do that. Because the money that they see is Charlotte and Jade. That's where they see that money. Tiffany and Lash could be money too. Chelsea's the odd woman out. Give her the bell.
I need you to pretend for a second like we're not, because I got the reference.
Okay.
No, I got the reference. I promise you, there is a bunch of people watching this who do not get the reference. This is Jericho's College Station moment.
Yes.
That to this day is one of my favorite episodes of Monday Night Raw.
100%.
I don't think anybody watching right now will remember it because it was way back when.
99, I think.
2000. April
early 2000.
Yeah. Triple H, WWF champion. Jericho's been on Stephanie's ass for fucking weeks, insulting him, dirty trash bag hoe, the hoe shebang. Jericho talks himself into a fucking title match, calls in the APA for protection. Triple H and Jericho have the match. Jericho beats Triple H for the championship after a moonsault, line salt. 1, 2, 3, because Triple H was fucking with the referee Earl Hebner all match. So Earl gets pissed, fast counts Triple H. Jericho wins the title. Triple H goes after Jericho, but it's stopped by the APA because of the protection. They do this whole thing in the back with Jericho with the belt, but then Triple H drags Earl Hebner into the ring and do this whole explanation about how Earl screwed him over, this whole shebang, and you're going to get fired. They threaten him. They reverse the decision and give the belt back to Triple H. They don't recognize the title change, but that's your point in the fact that that was the test. That was the feeler. How will this audience react to Chris Jericho winning the WWE Championship? And the reaction was phenomenal. And it, I think, led to eventually him getting the opportunity. Turn it to Chelsea. We've got a former champion in Tiffany, a former champion in Charlotte, a former champion in Jade, up-and-coming powerhouse and Lash Legend. The last person on this list that anybody is going to anticipate is winning the match is Chelsea Green. And the beautiful part is she doesn't have to pin anybody.
Nope.
She doesn't have to pin anybody. As a matter of fact, this basically it's not only is it better, as champion, I don't need to see her pin anybody. Count outs, disqualifications, no contests, heel shit that she pinned somebody. Anything, chicken shit heel to the goddamn max, and then sets up for the return of Mommy. There can only be one winner. Unfortunately, this will not be a Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon situation, since we can't end it with the ladder match because we're starting it with the ladder match. Yeah. But 2 belts, 2 women, 1 night. Let's see how this works. Good luck in Survivor Series, ladies.
She's gonna have a custom ass belt too.
Oh, please, yes. Should we? Because Trick just got his tricked out.
I don't know. You're right.
I don't know if we need 2 customized, but although it's the women's world, no, it's the WWE Women's Championship. Okay, yeah, I guess we keep it the same. So if that's his pick, he's kind of convinced me. Where are you guys at? Dave, who are you picking for the ladder match?
It makes sense to me. I'll go with
Chelsea Green.
I love Chelsea. I love to see Chelsea have it.
Joe?
Chelsea Green all the way.
Man, if this thing hits, we should have played Lotto.
Yeah,
Kalshi,
right.
where's my Kalshi?
I love Chelsea Green. She deserves it. Just even if it's short run, let her get it, man. She's amazing.
There you go. Really,
she makes me laugh. That's all I need. And she's hot. And she's tall. Trifecta.
Put it in your goddamn pants, sir.
Don't worry, it's live.
As we progress through, I just want to really quickly. I muted it. There we go. Check him out, guys. This is the guy that did all the graphics for the show, Bevlock. It's all on his channel. Give him a subscribe. He's trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. He's on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Help the guy out. He's doing a hell of a job putting these cards together. Great artist, graphic-wise. He's a really cool dude. Help that guy out right there, man. He's got
one more.
Oh, look at that. There you go,
Bevlock. Hero.
There you go. I got to double check. Am I following? I'm not good with that. I unplug people all the time, and then I forget
yeah.
like myself to like hit the
Same.
button and stuff like that. I forgot how long it was before I started following 2BC, and he's on the show all the time.
Are you sure you don't want to follow the captain's quadrant as well while you're at it?
Jesus Christ, brother! And your name is on the microphone.
Yeah, that's why I leaned in real tight.
Ooh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh, yeah. In the back, leaning in, going deep. I'm all full of it today.
Again, sir. A Wendy's.
You're a horny minx tonight, boy.
You keep bringing up all these tall ass goddamn goddesses.
I didn't book these.
It's gonna get me in the way.
Look, I'm horny for the next match.
Be careful.
Right, well, yeah.
Is it more tall women?
No.
No.
Oh.
Tall men.
I forgot about Baron Corbin. I'm not gonna lie.
What the hell's happening?
What?
What the hell is this? Someone
great.
explain this to me.
What?
It's what?
It's
No.
great.
What the? How? Why? What's happening? He's typing. He's typing it in.
They answered my prayers?
Can someone send me some clips, like some sort of a compilation? What did he do at MLW?
Nothing.
I thought he was.
That made them go, we got to get this guy back. And it's funny because I haven't said a name yet, and everyone watching knows exactly who the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah. I thought he was doing
problem that I told you. They don't have perceived over heels. Baron Corbin, don't get me wrong, isn't exactly over, but he isn't exactly not over.
Uh-huh.
So they need someone, because Trick is not a heel. I'm sorry. You could have him rob my mother in the street, and it would still be difficult for me to hate him because that's how good he is.
Steve would be like, "Go get him! Whoop that Trick!" Oh, shit, that's my mom. That's okay.
He probably did something wrong. I don't know. But that's the reason why this happened. That's the reason why they brought him back, because there is a large dearth of heel. What are you going to do? Rusev? Fuck out of here.
Poor Rusev. Poor Rusev.
He's trying.
It's not his fault.
It's not. It is not his fault, actually. You know, you sit here and you tell me, with a straight face, by the way, that the reason why they hired this guy back is because they don't have over, reliable, pure style heels
that can eat a pin.
That could eat a pin, that could get all kinds of heat on a baby face and have the audience waiting and praying that this guy is just going to get his ass kicked, right? Over and over. That's what I keep being told, that they brought back Baron. And you're not the first person to tell me this. They loved his heel work. It was just he was getting stale. He needed a change, and to freshen up the old Jim Ross line. Hey, why don't you take some time off, learn a new hold kind of situation like that. But you're going to try to tell me that of all the people that you have let go of, that you can bring back, that would be a heel that could take your baby faces to the next level, and you left this on the table? You left this off the table.
Oh boy. The modern day Maharaja.
This off the table.
Couldn't have find a dude in like a nice suit? You had to have him, like raise
I had to
up.
get him a 180p photo.
No, because I thought of it on the fly.
Yeah, I know.
And because
I could tell.
And
I saw the light bulb.
because I didn't want any WWE logos on this, so I couldn't use the belt either. But the point stands. Jinder Mahal is right there. Don't think because I slacked off on Mahalamania that I'm done being a huge fan of the Jinder.
But that's a former world champion.
Uh-huh.
That's too high for Trick right now. That's too high for Trick right now.
That's too high. Wouldn't it make Trick more of a star? He's beating a world champion. You think it does more for Trick to lose to Happy Corbin than it is to lose to...
I don't think he's losing.
Oh, boy. You don't think he's losing?
I don't.
You don't think
Same.
Baron Corbin's losing to Trick Williams?
Oh no. Yeah,
I think-
I think Trick is winning. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
that's what I'm saying.
But here's the
okay.
thing: nobody's gonna care about it in 3 months. If he beats Jinder, he just beat a former world champion. But it's like, but kinda. That's the attitude people have towards Jinder. It's like, you can't even use the thing that would make him want to be beat because people don't weigh it the same anyway. Which I don't think is right. A world champion's a world champion.
The WWE champion beating Randy Orton, by the way.
That is true.
A credible legend. I need 1 second. I know we're live, but
We're live, pal.
battery's a battery. And I didn't get a chance to change it during the whole process. So you guys make your picks. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
I think Dave's battery's dying too.
Dave is he's doing his best impression of Mitch McConnell.
I like nice. Corbin. I've always been a Baron Corbin fan. I feel like he didn't get a fair shake. I liked bum ass Corbin. I liked happy Corbin. I like his work, but I do think that Trick Williams is going to win here. He should win here. And you don't lose anything by beating him. And Baron Corbin is a guy people don't like straight away. They hate him. He's easy. He's easy.
He's very hateable.
Exactly.
Absolutely 100% hateable.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
think
I
that
was
would be
the joke about gender.
it would be interesting to have Baron win and just shock everybody. And then it'll be one of those moments where you have a guy going, what? You know.
It would be a cool, shocking moment.
Right. But it's not gonna happen.
But Booker mind, right? Okay. What next?
Where do they both go? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Trick, I can see getting the belt off Trick being a positive because I think they're really high on Trick.
Move him up.
So
Move him up. Yeah.
Yeah. Money in the Bank's not too far from now. I think he's a favorite to be in consideration for that. But you still now have the U.S. title on Baron Corbin. So even if you were to sit here and say that he's a hell of a worker as a heel, but now he would be the heel U.S. champion. So now we need an assortment of faces that we're gonna feed the beast here, at least for a short while, unless he's transitional.
Oh, he's transitional. This guy.
So who's the baby face you would put over Baron?
Dragunov.
Oh.
Wow.
Dragunov comes back, reclaims his, territory in one fell swoop. You've moved Trick up. You've restarted Ilya right there, and it's like he never left. You have him feud with Corbin. You've got the size difference there, the David and Goliath kind of feel. So if he's back as a babyface, you still have that sympathy visually right away. But Dragunov's a fucking killer. So you establish him right away. It's the best outcome for all three men.
That's actually not bad.
I like that a lot.
Right too is you've been changing my mind on a lot of this stuff. Very convincing. Very convincing. It's almost like you do this for a profession.
I love this shit too. Student of the game.
No, but it definitely makes a lot of logic. It makes sense. And I'm not hating on him as a human being.
Sure.
I think he's a cool dude. I think he's worked his ass off. If there's anybody who deserves a second look after the run that they had, it's definitely him. It's just, I remember reading the list of matches off to different friends and family, and as soon as they heard Baron Corbin, said, wait, he's back? I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah. You really haven't had a chance to really relish in the fact that he's back because he's immediately being put into this primary position. But I guess this is like a sink or swim deal.
Mm-hmm.
You guys feel like maybe it's just like, okay, you're back. All right, you're back right now, and we're gonna see how well you do.
Where else could you put him?
Yeah, I mean, look at Rusev, right? It's like he came back. Rusev hasn't exactly been terrible, but at the same time, he's not. There's no connection to what he's doing at all.
He's doing the first run Rusev stuff again. Honestly, of all of his stuff after that first run with John Cena, where he was Drago and they were basically retelling Rocky IV. The most interesting stuff that he was doing was in AEW as the Redeemer. And that was
good, yeah.
That was really good. Now he's back to doing some watered down version of In Between, and he's in these odd couple tag team with Ethan Page, who's really good. I enjoy him, but they're both sort of tamping each other down.
Yeah.
Not as big on Ethan Page as a lot of people, but he's again not bad. It's not like there's anything terrible about him. He's
his ceiling is the US or IC champion. That's his ceiling for me.
Yeah. So I think we're all actually no. You're picking Baron to win this.
I'm picking Trick. Yeah.
All right. I'm Trick. Joe, are you still Trick?
Trick.
Trick.
Yep. Yeah, I do not see Baron coming back on a high note, because I mean we've got other examples, Aleister Black, Rusev, that just have come back and went, hey, you're back. So anyway,
yeah. Well, worst case scenario, we get something decent as far as the match goes. This, to Steve's credit, I don't know if Trick has faced a heel he couldn't out charisma. He's been in situations where he's kind of been the bigger, like Ricky Saints.
Yeah. Come on. Big fish, small pond in AEW.
Yeah. If he was a fish, he'd be the only one to find a way to drown. So I wouldn't leave that to him.
Not hard to have big charisma there.
Yeah. So Baron Corbin, I'll hand you that. Heel wise, Baron can hold his own against a Trick Williams, so it should be good. So it sucks that he fucking Dave's having some technical issues right now, so he's gonna miss this, which sucks because
this is awesome. Guy.
This is We're on to the next.
Cut!
Listen,
I will curse you.
Finally,
human monies.
We've got some pro wrestling, folks.
Oh yeah.
They've dusted off the old pole. And we're back, baby. Somewhere Vince Russo has an erection that is going through the corduroy seams of his jeans. I'm telling you right now. This is good. Go ahead.
I wonder if Dom's gonna lose this match because he's gonna have like PTSD from when his
custody was on the line?
The custody was on a pole, right? No, not that again. Yeah.
Special guest timekeeper, hear me out. Judy Bagwell.
Well, aren't both Bagwells not here anymore?
Yeah, I think.
Well, and Dominic's was in a ladder match. It wasn't a pole.
Same. It's hollow.
It was not the same.
It was hanging up somewhere. They had to reach for it.
It's definitely different. My wife's not climbing on that ladder tonight. I tell you that right now.
She's changing the light bulb, if so.
This isn't just a pole match, by the way. For the folks out there unfamiliar,
it's human money.
These two gentlemen will be in the ring competing in a one-on-one match, and in the far left or right corner, traditionally it's the one furthest from the ramp. So I guess in this case it'd be far
top
right.
Right on hard cam.
Yeah, the top right on hard cam is going to be a pole, an actual physical pole. It's not a metaphor. It's an actual pole that will rise a few extra feet up. And it will have a clip on it. I guess in this case it would be a clip of no clip because it's going to be in a bag. There's going to be an actual bag.
Oh man!
It's
got to be a canvas sack of money with a $sign on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably going to have a tooth on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the $sign would have been
that's gonna be the spot. Dom's gonna grab out the thing, open it up, think it's money, and there's a bunch of teeth in there. Meanwhile, Danhausen has the one with the real money in it.
And he's gonna that sounds great.
He already handed him counterfeit money, right? When he threw it in.
Yeah.
So we know he has access.
Fucking Moneyhausen over here.
Mm-hmm.
But
that merch. I work in New York City. I see so much Danhausen t-shirts running around. It is insane.
I can't believe he's this over in WWE. It's great. But this is going to be on a pole. It's going to be Dominic Mysterio. It's going to be Danhausen. I wish Dave was here because we were definitely planning on talking about The Dominic aspect. So I'll bring it up here again. Dave made a great point. I kind of agree with it. Where when Liv was out with the injury, Dom was doing his own thing. He's still, I think, technically, right, the AAA Mega Champion.
Yes.
He was the Intercontinental Champion. He's out here beating up John Cena. You know, he's doing a lot of cool stuff here on television. He's in the main event of all the AAA shows. He's working double time on Raw. He's being the man. Liv comes back into the picture. Focus is kind of more on Liv. I don't know if this is the match that is going to kind of steer the ship as far as momentum goes. But wrestling aside, it would be hard to believe this is not going to be at least the most entertaining match of the weekend, because I just foresee so many bells and whistles, and Dom's usually good business for everything. He's down for whatever. So like I can't not foresee this match being absolutely hilarious.
This is the biggest possible match currently that Dominic Mysterio could have.
Based on the way the cards are being played out, absolutely. I think you're right. Yeah.
And hear me out. Danhausen is the single hottest property right now in terms of merch sales, in terms of eyeballs, in terms of licensing agreements. Right now, no one is more singularly and universally accepted as someone people love, even in public discourse, than Danhausen right now. It's a great spot for him to be in right now, Dominic, in the short term, because they haven't really done anything with him, to your point, since they cooled him off when Liv came back. So it's the best situation they could have. Danhausen's obviously going to win this match, but Dominic Mysterio isn't hurt by it at all because he's in a marquee match, and we've seen that he can do comedy. What made people fall in love with him in the first place is not that he's a badass. It's that he was fucking ridiculous about, I did time in the joint. I did that. His bread and butter is the fact that he's not going to stand across from Randy Orton and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a physical posing dude. He looks much better than he did at the start, for sure. He's definitely, worked on his.
He bulked up a little bit, for sure.
But do you run into a problem here, though, with the cancellation process? You just gave great scenarios where Dom was funny and had comedic timing against people who played it straight. He's playing it against another comedic figure.
No, I think that's a beautiful blend.
If it was a straight one-on-one match, yes, but because it is the gimmick is so ridiculous to begin with, everybody's buying it. Brother, if they throw fucking pies at each other and do the freaking cha-cha in the middle of the ring, people are still going to be like, all right, fuck it. Like, because it is what it is. I don't think anybody's here to see drama and cinematic wonder.
No.
We're here to laugh and have a good time and just
and see some mini-housens. That's what we do.
It's fast food. This is a fast food match.
Absolutely. Sir, this is a Wendy's.
As illustrated by all those chicken McNuggets that keep running around.
Y'all about to make me order fucking McDonald's right now at 10:01. I am a plus 40-year-old man. I cannot be doing that.
No. Your arteries will hate you for it in the morning.
God. I'm a harden on the way to the freaking door to answer. And no, Joe, that isn't a dick joke.
No.
Yes. Yeah. No, it isn't. You're right.
It is not.
Dan
Joe's like, I take this very seriously.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
In fact, not only don't order the food, sometime this weekend, before SummerSlam, just book a cardiologist appointment for just a checkup.
I've been walking in the park a lot.
You've been getting some anaerobic exercise.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's good. That's good. We're all under the agreement, I believe, unless somebody's differing, that Danhausen is winning this match.
100%.
What are the chances that we're wrong? What percentage would you give it that we're, because Joe was mentioning earlier, man, wouldn't it be cool if Baron Corbin shocked the world and
no, not with this one.
Would this be a shock if Dominic Mysterio was to win the pole match?
Then it's the reverse.
I would definitely be shocked. I would definitely be shocked.
Oh yeah, there you go. Now,
I mean, 5% chance, and if it does, the only way he would really have to hurt Danhausen. Like, in order for Dominic to make sense to win in the finish, he would have to take the comedy out of it. It would have to be no laughing matter, or else what's the point for Dominic to win?
Yeah, that's true. And then what ends up happening is that gives him kind of a different aura because he's never really had that really super serious moment at all whatsoever. He's been kind of a roundabout guy. He talks a lot of shit, but he's not really, like you said earlier, he's not really imposing per se.
No.
In order for him to get to that level, to be imposing like that, he has the Edge problem. Edge was lucky enough to have someone like Mick Foley who put a layer of toughness on him to get him to that same thing he did with Triple H, who was only known at that point as really a solid technician. Sure, he was the world champion, but no one would confuse him with super tough at that point. Someone needs to put that type of brutal ass whooping on Dominic, and WWE doesn't necessarily have that guy. If they had a John Moxley on this side, if he could be that guy, but there's no like Terry Funk. There's nobody to do that for guys who need that shine on it. Ziggler could have benefited from that at one point, and Dominic could, to get to that point where people would see him as imposing. They've all given him like spankings, you know.
Yeah.
No one's beat his ass.
Has he gotten color yet?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Either.
He should.
Yeah, that's strange. There's none of that.
Brother.
Yeah.
Playing it safe. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not gonna insult it.
I don't remember Dom going out on his injury prone like his dad. So,
well, I mean, it's a totally different style. He did fucking 40 goddamn. He was 9 when he started, probably. You know.
Yeah, let's see Dominic pull 25 minutes out of his ass with Psychosis and Tijuana.
Yeah, when he could do a 619 while playing the PSP at the same time, then we'll talk. And that's a reference for the nerds.
Yeah, for that ladder match, not a pole match.
No, it's the same goddamn idea.
It's what?
We put something up high, they gotta go reach for it.
How many pole spots have you? How many times have you seen them put the pole between the barricade and the ring and run spots on that shit?
Often.
Never. If your definition is stuff really high must go get.
Yeah, you see, I keep it simple. I keep it simple.
Which that's what this will be. This is 6 minutes max.
Yeah, this is gonna be a quick one, funny, and move on. Yeah.
What do we have here? Well, when you have fake barbed wire, who do you think can make Dom look badass?
What fake barbed wire?
I'm assuming he's referring to the Edge Mick Foley situation you mentioned earlier when they were using barbed wire, and there was always that rumor that it wasn't legit barbed wire.
It's not. It's dulled, but it's not fake. It's still cutting you up. It's just not. Yeah. You know, as somebody who's worked with a ton of barbed wire in the service, there are ways to dull it to the point where it could still cut you, but not slice you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm getting those unpleasant feels. Just
but the question he genuinely had though was, who do we think on the roster could do it?
There's nobody.
Not really. You could get guys in the ring with him that would beat him up.
Yeah.
But the people that would be beating up they themselves don't have the aura of an individual that would beat some. Like Mick was the hardcore legend.
Yeah.
Mick was a guy who had been through the wars. I know you mentioned John Moxley earlier. It doesn't help your credibility when you do these jiu-jitsu tournaments and get beat by Best Buy cashiers. But in the past, he had that death match thing tied to him for a while as well. He's kind of dipped back into it every now and again in AEW. He has kind of a tough guy aura about him. There's not a lot of there's guys in WWE who can fight. We don't really have a lot of guys that are just like crazy, deranged. They'll kill themselves in order to hurt you in the process type guys. So that's probably why we have a lot of soft baby faces outside of Dominic Mysterio. Because a lot of the confrontation between heels and baby faces in WWE are verbal.
Yes.
You said something that pissed me off. You said
now I want to hit you.
Disrespected me. Now I want. It's time for the fisticuffs. You know, one or the other. But yeah, there's not. I'm sorry, Jedi. There's no real answer to that question. I am unsure. I am very unsure. We're gonna go to. Oh, I almost clicked the wrong one.
I'm sorry. This has to be Chad Gable's moment.
Bless me in the blessed waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Oh, well, they're in Minnesota anyway. It's right up the road.
That's why I said it.
Well said.
Perfect reference.
Purple rain. Thank you, James.
Because this, I have been waiting for this moment for so very long. This is going to be phenomenal.
This is going to be the match of the night.
Wow.
It's going to be up there.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be match of the night. I really don't see like the Roman Seth thing. Sure, it's going to be a great match, but I think this is going to be the show stealer.
This could steal the show for sure.
I think this is going to steal the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was coming in hot and heavy.
Listen, I'm stunned. I'm speechless. I knew it was going to be a good match. Don't get me wrong. I'm on the same page with you guys. I didn't think they were going to come in here and they were going to lay some sort of an egg or anything like that. But at the same match of the whole weekend, crazy. Yes, it could. I'm not opposed to it.
Whoa. Match of the weekend? No. Match of the night, maybe.
Match of the night.
Oh, there's a better match on night one? The hell
than this?
Yeah. We look at
Brock and Oba.
Yeah.
Most memorable thing. I would like to submit something for the record.
Okay.
I'm going to show it to you guys right now, as a matter of fact. So before Night of Champions, we made a bold statement. Well, I made a bold statement. He co-signed the statement. I said officially here on the show, I'm going to make a declaration. This was the declaration. People don't want to hear it. They don't want to face it.
He's going over.
This is going to be it. This is it. Sami Zayn is going to win the WWE Championship. You heard it here first.
You're right.
Now,
congratulations.
This has that vibe.
Oh.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
May it not be 90s.
The Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam in Minneapolis. It's going to happen. It has to happen.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen here,
bullshit.
He's a dead man.
We've witnessed a public execution.
Yep.
He's a dead man.
Yep. He's the new LA Knight.
Be hurt by this. Penta will not be hurt by this. He'll be back in the race, no problem. But after everything that has been stripped from this man, from his days at NXT to the fucking to Shorty G to the Alpha Academy, you gotta cut your hair. You
American males, whatever.
You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta be less funny. You gotta be less serious.
American Grande.
You gotta. Yeah, but I'm getting into that.
Oh, there's that much in between. Jesus Christ.
To then leading off from that to just being wrestler A with the singlet. Let's not forget the Shelton Benjamin experiment with the goddamn tag team.
I forgot about that.
He has been through it all. And then after all of that, they put a fucking lucha mask on him.
Yeah.
With the intention of this being his funeral. And it ended up being his brisk. I'm just getting started, bitches. You may take my penis skin, but you'll never have my freedom. He goes to Mexico. He travels the country with the goofiest gimmick. in the world today and starts to get it over until he's hurt. And then, as if luck couldn't get any worse, they hand the goofy gimmick to some other guy. And the other guy gets over like Rover with the gimmick that was supposed to kill you. You have to be at home saying to yourself, what the fuck am I doing? But not Chad Gable. Chad Gable laces up the fucking boots, pulls out the baby oil one last time, heads to like Diddy levels of oil, heads down to Mexico, becomes a heel by default because they love this guy so much, but maintains babyface material in the States.
Bret Hart 97
himself. Yes, he Bret Hart's himself with a lucha mask. He then goes to Mexico and proceeds to prove to the world that a professional wrestling match in 2026 can still fucking work. Abides by Mexican traditions in handing the mask over, then has all this momentum, and then immediately comes back to Raw with no pomp and circumstance. Completely changes the package. They changed his music. They gave him a new taunt for the goddamn everything, and still refuses to quit. Give this motherfucker the title or fire him. Don't keep him. Don't do this shit to him anymore. Like the was it from The Simpsons? Stop it. Stop. He's already dead. Yeah. Just stop playing with this motherfucker already and do it.
They are in his hometown.
Oh,
which is usually a death sentence. If you're going by Vince booking, this is the perfect time to beat him.
Let's screw him.
Yeah,
Chad Gable, you're fired.
Give this man what he is owed. This is not a situation of, well, he's a great wrestler. This is a good opportunity. No. I'm the first person to go to wrestling schools and say, hey, the best thing business doesn't owe you anything. You get what you put in. He has put in too much. It's too much. It's not fair, damn it. I'm starting to feel for this fucking guy at this point. We need this to happen. If I'm Penta, I'm going to the back. I'm not leaving with this belt.
I can't win this. I can't.
I will not be able to leave the city limits. The city of Minneapolis will lynch me if I beat this guy in fucking Minnesota right now for the Intercontinental title.
They do not want him to win. And to your point, Penta doesn't need it. There's no benefit to Penta winning it. And you have your big signature moment for that night because, you know, emotion-wise, the only other signature moment that you can get is either Chelsea winning the title or Roman going over. Those are the only emotions that are in any of these matches are the Roman Seth match, this match with Chad, and the 5-way ladder match has a chance to have emotion. Everything else is just two people fighting because you made me mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, everyone's just irritated with each other. That's all that it really is.
Slight inconveniences. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are also picking Chad?
Locked in. Locked in, baby. Chad better win this. God damn.
Although this does feel like when you got the sure bet and you bet money on it and then they fuck you. So don't bet any money on this.
I actually forgot one. Remember when the Wyatt Six killed Chad Gable on SmackDown?
He was murdered.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. He was murdered by the Wyatt Six.
In fact, murdered. Oh, shit.
Which is hilarious since the very moment that gimmick was created, 6 careers got murdered that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where do you go from there? It was awesome visually, but where do you go from there? You've committed murder, and then the next night, it's like nothing happened.
Yep.
It kind of takes me back to the conversation that I used to have about the Fiend where you looked at the Fiend, you go, "This is so awesome! I can't. There's nothing you can do with this."
Yeah,
this is great.
It's the demon problem.
On a wrestling aspect, there's not a lot you could do with a character that looks that encapsulated, like that amazing, and then the work is there and the storytelling is there. It's like this guy.
Why do you think the Undertaker lost lightning powers? He just stopped. He could do that on the regular. He's like, nah. They never explained it. They were just like, okay, we can't do anything more with this. No more lightning. We got the fire guy. We'll let him do it only in the entrance. He's not gonna burn anybody.
We got the fire guy. Yeah. Yeah, after a while, I mean, they call it writing yourself into a hole, but yeah, it's essentially like you back yourself into this corner creatively. Like earlier on the show, and we talked about the possibility of Brock beating Oba. If Oba burns through the whole roster, including Brock, who's the guy that beats him?
They don't have.
Because you always have. I mean, Johnny Gargano's not going to get off of the goddamn crates and pull off a victory here.
I love that gimmick just because of how stupid it is. It's great. He's man on couch.
He's planking.
He's trying to find something here.
Yeah,
and I'll give it to him. It's
better than what he was doing before.
And have we even been given a reason as to why he's in this position just yet? Or
no, but I feel like it's a slow death at the same time because
Ciampa left him.
Yeah. And not only that, but it's what Nikki Cross was doing. She was just out about, like in the side, and appearing in random places, not moving. Similar, like,
yeah.
All right, next match.
All right, yeah. We're going to the next one right here. Oh, let's not do that.
You summed it up right there. Let's not do that.
So, so that holy shit for just a second is I went to click the clip and it slid. I hit select all.
Oh God!
I was like, no, I don't want all of these to run all at once. Let's not do that. But yes, the number one contendership match for the WWE Championship is going to be Sami Zayn, the former WWE Champion, taking on Finn Balor, the former WWE Universal Champion, and both of them former NXT champions. They have all the pedigree. They've held all the mid-card titles, the tag titles, this, and that. Sami Zayn, former WrestleMania main eventer. So all these guys have the credentials. All these guys have all the reason in the world to be in this position to possibly be number one contender to the WWE Championship. I have one problem. Up until Night of Champions, this would have been a really tough call for me. Because I feel like both of these guys, I'm like, damn, I would love to see either one of them be the WWE champion. I know it's a one-on-one match. They could only have one winner. It sucks to be in this position. But they just gave Sammy his.
Yep. That's where I'm going.
I know, but to me, that's a really bad position to put Sammy in. Because, all right, we're all kind of like at a place now where we'd like to see Finn get that one more shot. But Sammy just was the WWE champion like the other day, right? So it's like
literally
he comes off of this big win, this historic 9-day run, the much talked about lineage of Sami Zayn's title reign into another championship loss for Sami Zayn.
It's just how the cookie crumbles.
Let me pitch this to you, Steve. Let me pitch this to you. Let's say that the pundits are correct. Finn Balor wins the match. You saw how Sami Zayn reacted when he lost the title to Punk. It's not the first time that he's had this kind of explosion or emotional reaction to losing in big matches. What are the odds that after everything Sammy's been talking about, he believes that he was screwed by the WWE, by management, by the general manager, for CM Punk even being in a position to get a championship match? He feels that there's politics being played, that he's on the short end of a stick, that he can't see who's holding the stick. So what are the chances that you believe that my wild theory could be a possibility, and that if Sami was to lose this matchup, there's a good chance he might need a little bit of help in this situation, and it might be time to call in some favors to get some political backing and get back on track. You saw how open Roman was to Jay winning the WWE Championship.
Mhm.
As long as no one was coming for his title, the other title is free reign. Go for it. I don't even want it. Go after it. Go nuts. Jay failed at his attempt. Sami didn't fail at his. He won the WWE Championship. So I see a wild theory here, a little quid pro quo. I help you win the WWE Championship at a later date. You bring that championship back to the family. Am I talking crazy, Steve? Is this weird? Is this nuts?
I don't think it's nuts. I think it's far-fetched.
Okay.
Ultimately, the point is to get Sami with the belt in Saudi. That is the goal.
Or was the goal?
It is the goal. I still think it is the goal. I think it
okay.
still is the goal. So I don't think he wins it here. To your point,
to have him with the belt in Saudi,
he wins the championship
sometime in April
at WrestleMania in Saudi.
Okay.
He wins it there. To your point, I think Finn wins, which does force him to have that sort of emotional situation. I think he goes the Money in the Bank route for him. So he has that, I can call my shot at any time. I'm not beholden to you. I'm not beholden to Roman anymore.
Yeah, I don't have to wait for you to give me a title match. Yeah.
Exactly. So you finally put him on a forward-facing foot where he has something that he's never really had. Control of the situation. The legacy of the Sami Zayn character is he's never been in control of anything. Terms have always been dictated for him and to him. This is the first opportunity that he would have to now make his move, make his mark, to not be you can't make him the underdog anymore. You have to put him in a position of power. We already did the fucking ultimate underdog thing. That thing is over. He now has to become the master strategist. He has to enact that now. He has to become what Edge became, to go back to him, the ultimate opportunist now.
Seth Rollins, too.
Exactly. The only way to do that with Sami and to salvage him would be to give him the Money in the Bank or something where he can sort of lord it over people a little bit. He has to go full heel. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's no way to do that without being an actual asshole about it. Yeah.
and he's better like that, in my opinion. He's better like that.
Heel,
People love saying I think he's a better heel than babyface. I mean, what do? You have him lose here, you have him fuck off and be El Generico for 3 months, and you have him come back to life in AAA, and then try that. I mean, there's only so much left you can do with Sami. The highest high point for Sami Zayn to date isn't his world championship win. It's that moment in Montreal. It's that moment of not Montreal. It's the moment of the turn. That's the biggest Sami ever got. It's the biggest Sami will ever be as long as he's not in control. His biggest moments are when he took control. So he has to do that. I think Money in the Bank is the right way to do it. I don't see him winning, because if he wins, then what? He gets Punk or he gets Cody at what? Rumble?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna go Survivor Series?
Well, no, he's the number one contender as of now. I don't think he'd wait till November to get his title match. Yeah,
but you waste that as Survivor Series?
Well, wait, I'm losing track. You're saying if Sami was to win?
If Sami is to win, then you waste his. He goes up against the champ at Survivor Series, and then he loses. He's not winning.
No, see, here's the problem with that, because if I'm Sammy, I'm not waiting until November for my championship. And to fit the ideology of what you just pitched for Money in the Bank, he'd need to have that title match by October. Mm-hmm. Because what happens now is that you can't have the title match and enter Money in the Bank, right? Or at least I think that would be, this is a silly way of.
That would be silly, but they could find a way, yeah.
So the way that I would kind of envision it is like if Sammy wins it in August, the September pay-per-view, whatever that is, mm-hmm. I want
Great Balls of Roadblock.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Imagine the creativity. Oh, Money in the Bank in September.
Yes, it's moved up.
Holy shit. So then what the hell is in October? Because that's the bridge
that's
between
not Armageddon.
Crown Jewel.
Ugh.
Oh, gee. Okay, so no.
Perth, yeah.
He can't win this if he's going to win Money in the Bank.
Nope.
If he's going to win
I don't see a world.
Can't win this.
I don't see a world where he wins here. Because Finn winning, he's losing.
Right.
Sammy winning, lose. Sammy winning, you might want him to win. And it's possible. Finn wins, you want him to win, but it's impossible. He's not beating Cody. He's not beating Punk. Those things are not happening.
Not beating Roman.
If this was the championship match, I could believe it. I could believe Finn winning the championship.
Finn winning the championship here. Yes. Yeah.
Very similar paths, very similar stories.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, Money in the Bank in October kind of confuses things.
In September.
No, not October. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got moved up. My sorry. Yeah. Because I'm still on the October page. It moved up to September. Yeah. So that kind of muddies it. If Sammy's gonna win Money in the Bank, and for the record, we're not saying that he is. There's a couple of
theories
that they're looking at, but it does make a lot of sense as far as because Saudi Arabia WrestleMania changes ideologies of where you have your current superstars.
Yes.
Right? The people that you push or use the most here in the States, you might not use as prominently on that card.
Yes.
Or vice versa, because it really all depends on how all of the hands involved want this cake to be baked. But I will promise you this, regardless of how you bake this cake, Sammy needs to be involved.
Yes.
Sammy needs to be involved in this process. He either needs to go in as champion or he needs to be the champ or he needs to win the championship.
Leave as champion, yeah.
Can I ask you this as a follow-up? If he does do this and becomes champion in Saudi Arabia, that's 2 times in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hurt the legacy a little bit as far as his championship portion of his career? Oh, he's a former 2-time WWE champion. Yeah, buddy. It's like if Punk had won all 7 of his titles in Chicago.
Like, I mean, he's won how many? How many of them has he won there, though?
In Chicago?
In Chicago, probably a couple.
Yeah, he's got a couple there.
Yeah.
He's got a couple there. Especially if you include AEW.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, Sammy's not gonna care. Because then he's not gonna get it otherwise until he's seen like that. He's still not seen like that. He needs his moment to take control and honestly have him cash in on whatever the fucking main event is that night. If he's got the Money in the Bank, call his shot during that match. No, you're not leaving me out at the beginning of the match, not even at the end. To leave no doubt, both of the people are in the ring, whoever that main event is supposed to be, they're getting ready to lock up. Cash in that Money in the Bank right there. Hit that music, crowd goes crazy. You're not doing this here without me. I've been a person who's took a backseat my entire career. The terms have always been dictated to me, whether it be from the company. I've talked about conspiracies, all this. There's no conspiracy about what I'm able to do right now, and that's seize my moment. And then he wins there, and you're off to the races. At least he gets another stamp of a second run, which even though it is in Saudi Arabia and some people might see it, kind of funky, that's a 2-time WWE champion. That's what you say. And that's what they will say.
2 more than a lot of people.
2 more than Jake the Snake.
July 17th, 2011, Punk defeated John Cena in Chicago for the WWE title. September 4th, 2022, defeating Jon Moxley for his second AEW World title. And July 6th, against Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship.
That's
So
3 of 7.
3 of 7.
Sorry, 3, not 3 of 7.
Oh, yeah.
Only
Yeah.
7 in WWE.
Yeah, he's got 2
3 of 9
in AEW. Yeah, 3 of 9. A third
a third of his championships.
We're one about 10 minutes from his house. So
Yeah, exactly.
How much more indie does that get? There you go, right there. That should say it all for you right there. So are we all in agreement that we're of the agreement that is Finn Balor winning
Absolutely.
this matchup? Is
Yeah.
everyone here kind of feeling that one?
Yeah.
He gets his moment in the sun briefly and loses.
Yep. It flies too close to the sun. Oh, man. It's going to do the Icarus.
If his pigmentation shouldn't be in the sun that long, okay.
He'll be red by the time. He'll be the big red machine once it's all said and
Big
done.
red machine. We're off to the last and main event match.
That's enough.
All right. Oh, baby. Okay. So,
main event.
Can we just start off with the conversation that they started? I felt like they were going one way at the beginning of this build, and then they abandoned it almost immediately. I don't know why that seemed to be that way, but the comment of this could be the last time we do this really stuck out to me on the original promo. When this first got started, when Rollins first made the challenge, he said in the promo, "We've got this big history. We've been doing this a long time, and god dang it, this could be the last time we get a chance to do it." Right? The rumors were that this was going to be the title match at WrestleMania. Obviously, injuries and things got in the way, but we're doing it at SummerSlam. Joe, is this the last time we're going to see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns in the ring one-on-one?
No.
No? You think there's still mileage on those
some
tires?
shenanigans. Imagine shenanigans go down and this becomes a WrestleMania main event. And the stakes become.
Shenanigans?
Oh, you got plenty. You can throw the gobbledygooker in
You
the shit.
said that shit like an episode of Red Shoe Diaries. You whispered right into that fucking mic.
I'm looking for that.
There's plenty.
Wait, the gobbledygooker Samoan?
Yeah, he's part of the bloodline. He got a new tattoo, a shoulder tattoo. He trimmed his feathers. Got bald.
The whole piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
This could be just one epic buildup to spill out for even further. Even though that would be a long.
It'd
be a long run
way. Because if you're trying to make it some mania with that,
you could do tat-a-tat where he gets Seth gets it.
Yeah.
And Roman's like, oh hell no, this isn't gonna work, and he gets it back through shenanigans. And you could have a lot.
Oh, you're talking about a title change.
Yeah,
you're not the first person to say that. There's a lot of people on board with the idea of Seth walking away from SummerSlam with the world's title. Here's my difficulty with the line. I think it's because we now all know the history. Not just the on-screen history, but I'm talking about the medical history. We're talking about the health of both of the individuals. Because everyone knows Roman's situation, but he's making do with what he's got. Seth is piling up.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if anybody else saw what I saw, but that viral footage of him going back, what was that, AAW Pro in Chicago or in Ohio, where he went back to his old independent company and, they were saying goodbye and closing their doors. So he stopped by and spoke to the fans. That footage, did anybody see what I saw? He was hobbling. He had that Mick walk.
Terry Funk and Beyond the Mat.
Yeah, my God. No, I did not see that. I wish I did, because now I'm going to be like, Seth's going to retire.
Yeah, Seth has
spend time with the kids.
That slight little crunch, that slight little lean over in his walk and stuff. And
you're making me sad.
These guys have been doing it for. Tyler Black was a long time ago.
I was there when him and BJ Whitmer were at it. Yeah, I remember. I was
like
there for
08, 09 territory where he was beating Austin Aries in 2010 and all this other stuff. He's been doing this a long fucking time, and his style did not lend. hair did not lend itself to a comfortable retirement. Let me tell you, Randy is regarded as one of the safest in history, and he's beat to shit.
Yeah.
Imagine guys with Phoenix down splashes to the floor and all this other stuff. Woo!
Yeah.
The back injury, the knee injury, what we saw Seth go through during WrestleMania 40, what we've seen since then. It's why the fake knee injury worked, because he's been getting
The perception,
Yeah.
his reality.
a lot. Yeah, he's been getting hurt a lot. And we now know why Punk added the muscle that he added. Seth has done something very similar where he's kind of packed down more mass to absorb some of the damage. But it's not muscle mass, it's age. We all get there, brother. I'm struggling with my beautiful number every day of my life. I wish I could get up in the middle of a nap and go into the ring and put in 20 minutes like I used to. It can't be done anymore. It's like Rocky.
Time is an enemy that we never touch.
No, that was deep, by the way. And it wasn't sexual, so I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. Yeah.
Well, you did say deep.
Well,
he said deep, not me. I know.
Yeah.
I kept it clean.
Like, this is Rocky and Apollo and Rocky 4. You know, I don't know. No, but look at that. That's not us.
Don't throw in the towel.
We can't do it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like the Roman Reigns. I said earlier about Nick Aldis and Gunther. Don't get your hopes all that high. Yeah. The Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins of today is going to put on a great match. It's not going to be the match they put on in 2015 and 2016. It just isn't.
I think it's going to be better.
Yeah.
And
they're going to take their time. They're going to
exactly.
tell the story. Yeah.
There's more emotion. There's more investment. Both of them are way better at what they do from a perspective of knowing where to place things and pace of the match. To your point where you said that there were two diversioning stories going on there, I think that this will be the last time. And I think it should be the last time.
I agree. Yeah, I think it should be.
Wow. One and done.
Well, with a caveat.
Okay.
With a caveat. No, it wouldn't be one-on-one anymore. The only other time I want to see them touch gloves or fight each other is if they did have that third member of the show. Sir? We've now made it to Bojangles, okay? All right. Is it if they got John Moxley back and they did the three that they've always wanted to do? Then that's the only other time. I mean, that's more of a wet dream for WWE than fans at this point.
Happen.
I do think that this should be the last time, and all signs are kind of pointing to it because all the indications that people have made in interviews and just the way that TKO and WWE have kind of been narrating things is it's time to find what's next. It's time to move on from these people. So you're getting diminishing returns after this because you can't separate their star power to make other people if you have both of them together all the time. This is the last one. And Roman's going to win.
Roman's going to win. Oh,
we don't. Well, I think it's a perfect ending to the story because the story leading up to this is that Roman has never won.
Never done.
You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
which is not true. He's beaten Rollins in the past, but in the case of the story, because a lot of people online, that's not true, and they were sharing clips of like Raw matches that they had where he beat him. It's like you missed the whole point.
Yeah.
When it matters,
the big moment.
When the big moment is supposed to take place, he can't. He just never seems to get over the hump. And I think it's good to end the story in that way and that he finally does overcome. The problem is we're running into a situation that we had before this generation started, which is we do have a plethora of older gentlemen in the main event scene. And we do have a youth movement, right? But to who?
Yeah,
because
ready to receive it.
If you look, and I'm not opposed to Oba, I'm not opposed to a Trick, I'm not opposed. Javon's coming up, right? Yeah. There's a lot of guys, Braun Breaker. There's a lot of young Ethan Page. I don't think he's gonna be on that level, but as far as being used more, and
even Rusev,
there's a whole litany of talent that you could. Rusev has too much mileage in the wrong direction. But there's a lot of fresher faces that they have that you could be putting time into, and I get that for sure. But I don't know if we're gonna get a situation of will they be ready in time for the guys to retire, or will the guys who have to retire before the guys are ready?
Oh, you mean a void like we had in?
There might be a void. That was early 2010s.
2010s,
yeah, those early 2010s where we had our established stars, but it was like
nobody
a 5-year.
else. Yeah.
It was like a 5-year period of trying shit.
Yeah.
Of just like trying to get like another.
Hey, Miz, you're up.
Yeah.
Miz versus John Cena.
I mean, that was the era. If you think about it, those early 2010s, that's when Punk and Bryan Danielson
broke
really
out.
out. But they were seasoned at a time where, in all seriousness, maybe this is a hot take, maybe it's not. If they would have had the stars they wanted to established, we wouldn't have had Punk and Daniel Bryan.
100%. I don't think that's a hot take at all.
If the guys that they wanted to be over, the Rybacks of the world, if they had gotten over the way that they wanted them to get over, the other guys wouldn't have gotten the shot. And I think we might be headed towards something like that now because, as I mentioned earlier, Braun Breaker was a guy they thought, he's money. This is the guy we're going to push moving forward. We're going to focus on him. And he's been hurt, which not his fault. But in the meanwhile of him trying to get his feet underneath him, Oba's flying. Trick's flying. Javon's flying. We got guys on the move back here that are getting ready. Even on the heel side, we've got younger guys coming in and trying to make a name for themselves. Penta is a breakout out of nowhere. He's got a great run with the Intercontinental Championship. So Chad Gable, right? I mean, we've got guys on the card that are looking for the opportunity and are working their asses off. This is becoming a foot race. And in Vince's world, he would have shut everything off and focused on the one guy. They're letting all the horses run.
See who comes out.
See who comes out. And I just hope someone's ready for when those old horses finally decide to stable it up. I don't think it's going to happen this year.
It's like a Cena Batista situation. They're looking for that again.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about Cena Batista? A lot of people forget this.
They didn't pick Cena.
They didn't pick Cena. And remember the age difference between John and Dave.
Mm-hmm.
There was a gap in age between those two. Dave to this day goes, I was just as big a star. I was just as big a draw. But they always focused on him and never really focused on me because they were going to get more years from him than they were ever going to get from you.
100%.
Yeah.
Because you started, you got hot fast, but you were on the clock. He wasn't on the clock. He was young, he was vibrant, he was obsessed, he was ready to go. That's why John doesn't have kids to this day, because it was all about all that other stuff.
It was about making money, not making babies.
Javon's 23, 22.
Oh,
he's a pup. He's a pup. He's gonna have his opportunity. He's gonna have his opportunities. I need my late 20, early 30 guys to step up right now and kind of take over that scene and give us the 10 years that we just got from the other guys. Steve said this is the last time, and it should be. I'm doubling down. I'm not saying they're going to retire tomorrow, but once this match is over and they've had their nostalgia moment, we go back into rebuild because Seth has been trying to build a Braun Breaker and
the Vision members, Braun Strowman. Yeah,
he's recently done some work with Solo. He's giving them rubs over on that side. Roman's getting Jacob over. He's doing stuff with who was he feuding with before Jacob? It was Punk, right?
Yeah,
right,
Punk. That doesn't matter. Yeah,
because that was just to get the championship off of Punk. But there's a litany of young guys. We know that Roman and Oba is coming. We don't know when. We don't know if that's going to be where they pull the trigger. There's a field here to play with. But this is it right here. This could be the end of the remember the Hell in a Cell with Triple H and
End
Shawn
of an era
Michaels,
match. Yeah.
the end of an era.
End of an era. Yeah.
I don't anticipate hugs and kisses, but a nod of respect, and then two warriors going off into their separate paths to finish off the careers the way that they want to finish it.
Yeah.
Because I could only assume they're doing this match at SummerSlam and not at WrestleMania because they don't feel they have the time to do. The window for the WrestleMania match was at 42, and they didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
So here's the main event match here, and now we're going to build towards what comes next. My assumption. But that's, you got to look towards the future, and you got to look to protect the championship. I don't see either of these two men holding the championship for a long period of time in 2026. But we're going to get a big match out of it. So that's all that matters. But
SummerSlam.
Steve, I think you said Roman Reigns.
Rodman Reigns, indeed.
Rodman Reigns. Joe, your pick for the...
I'm picking Seth just to see the magic.
It up, just to see the magic. I'm going Roman. I'm going Roman. And that is indeed, as my fair further friend just said here, that is indeed SummerSlam.
Indeed.
Going down this weekend, 2 nights at Minneapolis. It's going to be a fun time. I'm going to be at Hurricane Harbor on Saturday before SummerSlam because my mother-in-law is taking us to a water park, so that should be fucking fun.
That's going to be
Watch out for that salad.
Watch out for it. It's a petri dish.
Yeah.
Water parks are fucking
water
petri
parks
dish.
are nice way to get...
It's wet Port Authority.
Yeah, exactly. Get a nice neurovirus. Close your mouth when you go in the water.
I'm gonna pitch that. I'm gonna tell that to them and see if that's enough to discourage them from fucking going.
It won't be. It's okay. You just put a mask on.
No, but it's my mother-in-law. So, but no. You can go.
Yeah. Take the kid.
You know what I'm not.
Have fun.
Yeah. But you want a burger? I'll buy you a burger.
I gotta study.
Yeah. Oh, I used that the last time.
I
can't do it now.
Yeah.
Use the dish. Use the dish. The dish of doom.
This is the last week of my summer classes, and then I have fall semester, and then I'm done. Masters. All figured out. All done. And then everyone can just leave me alone. I'm not doing school no more. Fucking forever. All done.
All right.
So thank you guys for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Dave, unfortunately, had a medical
incident. Looks like. Yeah.
So he had some stuff going down at the house that he needed to take care of, which is fine. He just won't be in some of the clips, but whatever.
It's okay.
I got two.
You got two other handsome burlesque men to
virile sons of bitches.
Burlesque man.
I don't know what you're wearing under that shirt. I'm tired. I am tired. My vernacular is very trash right now.
All right, this has been a stress test out of control. Thank you guys for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate you guys coming. Obviously, hey Joe, plug.
Need I say more? Go check out the Captain's Quadrant on Friday, 9 p.m. EST. Of course, you can check out the things that are going on To Be Seen, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. We're doing all the Star Wars movies. So we're doing Star Trek on the Captain's Quadrant and Star Wars on the other one. You talked about lost footage. We lost some footage. We were doing a thing called the Dumpster Fire Flicks, where I got onto some terrible movies and to go back and look at it and talk about them with my new co-host Dave on To Be Seen. And we also have a nice, wonderful doctor who is a bikini model and loves Star Wars. So we're doing a whole Star Wars saga with her. That's Brick Brave 0504. And that's just available for you to see and be in awe of all the wonderful things over at To Be Seen.
Dope sauce, Steve. Plug.
You can catch me in the park across the street with a coffee and a newspaper. Sometimes I'm on twitch.tv/the grapple talker doing just that, sitting in the park talking to people and myself.
That's not true.
You want to see the slow descent into madness.
I've seen you talk shit to people online too on your video 100%. Game footage.
100%. Yeah. I do GTA role play currently. It's been a lot of fun to delve into that kind of world. A lot of opportunities for comedy. We do some wrestling watch-alongs, which got us taken down for 2 days. Fuck you, TKO. And that's usually it. Just head on over to Twitch. I got a sketch comedy show coming in the very, very near future.
Awesome.
So look out for some of that stuff.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you to AJ and Dave for letting us here again, as always.
Yeah, man. Thanks for
No problem at all. Next week, we're back with episode 366. We're going to be talking about part 2 of the Dark Side of the Ring TNA episode. We did part 1 last week. We took a break this week to do SummerSlam, but we're going to be doing part 2 of TNA's Dark Side of the Ring episode. We're also going to be exploring everything that went down at Hall H. I've been waiting to talk about this shit.
Oh,
and
the
Dave
Avengers.
Dave absolutely hates talking about Marvel, so that means we're going to dedicate some time to Marvel next week to piss him off.
Hey,
and then, of course, we're doing the SummerSlam aftermath.
I love our new Black Panther. That's all I got to say right now.
Oh, yes. There's much to discuss.
I am so glad. So glad that they picked him. He's a great choice.
I'm not that disappointed in the Ghost Rider choice either. I know.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Ghost Rider. Yeah, but I always forget about Ghost Rider. Even though I own Ghost Rider #1. Unbelievable.
You remember that, though. You remember you had
I remember
#1. Yeah. So all that and more next week in episode 366. So let's get these guys out of here so they can go get McDonald's or whatever. Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for sharing. And of course, thank you guys for enjoying this live episode of SummerSlam, episode 365. We'll catch you next.
Mic drop. Wait a minute. This is too much. Cooking it like a pro. Wrap it up, everybody. Show's over.